Back to the ball game. Here's the voice of Riverton Sports, Jared Anderson. It's time for Lady Wolverine basketball.
The community, come watch. You're going to be pleasantly surprised when you see just how hard these girls work and what they bring. I'm excited. I've got all the confidence in the world. Defensively, we're going to get it done. We're going to hold teams to one shot. You're going to see us push the floor in transition. You're going to see us a college-style basketball.
To get us ready for tip-off, let's go courtside with the voice of the Lady Wolverines, Jared Anderson.
And a very good Thursday evening wherever you're watching or listening from. Jared Anderson here, Jason Peterson to my right from Wolverine Gymnasium for the first time this season. The first of a whole lot of basketball to look forward to all season long. Glad you're here. First up, we've got the Riverton Lady Wolverines taking on the Sheridan Lady Broncs, their first game of the season under new head coach Mike Bosner. Coach Bosner has a long history. You may have heard some comments from him earlier this month. A few days ago, we posted a conversation with Coach Bos on the County 10 podcast. He played college basketball. He's been all around the state of Wyoming. Gave us a little bit of his background information, which we'll sprinkle in throughout the broadcast. Of course, this is the first of a doubleheader coming up tonight. We've got boys basketball on the way, too, as Riverton's boys take on Sheridan in just a little bit. We were projected to get this game going a couple of minutes ago, but some freshman and JV games earlier today, making this one run long here just a little bit. So thanks for being patient with us on County 10's YouTube channel and 105.1 Jack FM. We're going to take a quick timeout, and when we come back in 60 seconds, we will hear from the new Lady Wolverine head coach, Mike Bosner. You're listening and watching to the Lady Wolverines on county10.com and 105.1 Jack FM.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com.
Your home for RHS basketball all season long. 105.1 Jack FM.
Counting you down to tip-off here from Wolverine Gym. Lady Wolverines and the Sheridan Lady Broncs coming up in just about 5 minutes. Just a few moments ago, was able to catch up with the new Lady Wolverine head coach, Mike Bosner. Here's how my conversation with Coach Bos went. Back on the Porter's Tailgate Show, we're chatting with new Lady Wolverine head coach Mike Bosner. Coach, first game of the season, players have jitters. How about you as a coach? Any first game jitters?
Yeah, not really. You know, I've been a part of this for so long that my excitement right now is for the kids. You know, I want them to, you know, we worked so hard for the last 9 days. I just hope that they keep their head, you know, stay focused on what they're doing. take care of the basketball, play good defense. If we do the things that we've been working on, I think we'll be all right. I mean, we're going to compete. Absolutely.
We talked a few weeks ago. There are some very good opponents here. What do you know about this Sheridan team you'll see tonight?
Yeah, you know what? I've been trying to find them online, and I don't know a whole lot about them except for what we got to see early. Look, they're a big 5A school. They had, 60-some kids go out for basketball. So all we can do is see what they're going to come out in offensively, and we'll defend it. It's basketball now, and everybody's got to just get after it.
Is this a good thing to have 4 games in 3 days right off the bat? Do you worry about fatigue here over the next few days? Do you like this schedule?
No, I don't like the schedule at all. I was a little disappointed when I first saw it, just for the fact as a new coach, we got new ways of doing things, and I was hoping to get started off with, a couple of games that just got our feet wet, but it is what it is, and we can't worry about it now. It's here. The girls are pumped and ready to go, and yeah, we're going to see some fatigue tomorrow with 2 games, whether it's Rollins and Cheyenne Central. It doesn't matter. We're gonna go.
All right, Coach. We'll chat with you again tomorrow, I'm sure, a couple of times. But best of luck tonight, and congratulations on the first game of the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Interesting comments, I thought, from head coach of the Lady Wolverines, Mike Bosner. Does not necessarily like how many games they get in the first 3 days of the season. They'll play twice tomorrow, once again on Saturday, and also was not particularly well received with just how much talent there is in games that the Lady Wolverines will face. Wanted to kind of get his feet under him, and a lot of new players on this team before they face some of this top-tier talent in the state. But you play the hand you're dealt, and that's what the Lady Wolverines will get. They've got a very tough Sheridan Lady Bronx team here tonight. They've had a lot of success over the last few years under head coach Ryan Sullivan. Lost in the state championship semifinals to Thunder Basin last year, but a very good team who returns a lot of talent. Adeline Burgess is one of the names you're going to want to keep an ear out for, and Ali Lagaki, a couple of their returning leading scorers from last season. And we'll get into more on the Sheridan starting lineup here in about 2 minutes as pregame action continues on your screen. Trying to work out a couple of technical difficulties on the fly, I guess we're having with 105.1 Jack FM. So for those of you who might be trying to tune in to our radio coverage, we apologize for that. But if you are, you can, of course, refer your friends to the County 10 YouTube channel and watch it right here. Share that link around. We appreciate you being here. And as always, if you caught Scott Fuller and I's broadcast through football season, we love interacting with you. So feel free to drop some comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Even if you're watching here in Fremont County, we'd love to give you shout-outs on the air on that comment thread on County 10's YouTube channel. Again, I'm Jared Anderson, joined by Jason Peterson, your camera operator this evening. This is the Strannigan Classic, the first of 4 doubleheaders we will bring to you. Action tomorrow from this gym starts bright and early, 10 a.m. We'll have the Lady Wolverines taking on Rollins. Boys will follow that. And then tomorrow evening at 4 o'clock, Riverton takes on Cheyenne Central. Girls first, boys follow at about 5:30. And on Saturday, action will wrap up as Riverton takes on Cheyenne East High School. 3 o'clock for the girls game, 4:30 for the boys. So if you're in the Riverton area and maybe you've got some more time off later this weekend, definitely invite you out to Wolverine Gym to cheer on this team. Coach Bosner said he'd love a loud, ruckus crowd to cheer on his Lady Wolverines, and says that he thinks we'll be very excited by the defensive effort in particular. He wants a tough, defensive-minded team. Might get a national anthem here in a moment, so we'll step aside and bring you action in about 60 seconds. Lady Wolverine basketball coming right up on county10.com.
Did you see Allison at lunch today? I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna text Allison. Hey, hold up, Matt's calling me. Hey, we got the food and we're on our way right now. Hey, who's coming, bro? What did he tell?
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Starting lineups have been introduced to the crowd here at Riverton High School. Sheridan ladies come out like this. Adeline Burgess is number 2. Burgess, a senior. Avery McMullen, a junior. She wears number 12. Addie Pendergast, number 13. She's a senior. We'll talk about her track efforts as the broadcast goes on. Just signed to play, to run track at Stanford next year. Mesa Hanf, a freshman, gets the start, number 30. And Allie Lagaki, number 33. Just like that, we are underway here from Wolverine Gym. Lady Wolverines control the tip. That's We2 Cloudhorse shot, no good. Rebound corralled by Lagaki. Taylin Leesburg, Savannah Morton, We2 Cloudhorse, Haley Ingstrom, and Paisley Jackson get the start. That's 4 seniors. Leesburg, the only underclass starter as a sophomore. 3 ball in the corner is not going to be good that time by Adeline Burgess. 3 from the top, also no good from Haley Lagaki. And first foul of the ball game going to go to We2 Cloudhorse with the slap on the wrist. And free throws given up here for Addie Pendergast. Pendergast, a senior that we mentioned, has just signed her letter of intent to run track at Stanford next year. First free throw hard off the back of the iron. No good. She'll get one more. I want to thank Porter's Supply Company for a brief pregame show. Bank it in for our first point of the game, does Pendergast. And like that, it's 1-0 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Morton in backcourt. Now Leesburg. Pressure's on from the Lady Bronx. Taken away. Right hand layup is up and good from Hanft. Mesa Hanft, just a freshman. And there's the first field goal of the game. Cloudhorse the other way along. 2 is good. We2 Cloudhorse has the first bucket of the ball game in favor of the Lady Wolverines. Lagaki now looking low to Hanf. Back up top to Burgess. Adeline on the dribble. 3 ball straight away. No good. Skims off the iron. Race for it out of bounds. And official points to the Lady Wolverines. We'll see some rule changes this year in high school basketball. The inbounds play in some circumstances is going to be one of them. Had a long chat with one of the officials. Snap pass underneath, shot no good by Paisley Jackson, and the rebound muscled away there by the Lady Bronx. Here comes Lagaki on the run, spinning at the free throw line. She's bumped and fouled. Savannah Morton and Leesburg hit the deck. They get Leesburg on the foul, and it goes ball out of bounds. Avery McMullen to trigger it in. 3 ball in the corner from Burgess, no good off the rim. Rebound pushed out of there by Morton into backcourt, but Lady Bronx will corral it in. That's Pendergast. Left side outside, she goes to Burgess. Ball swatted away out of bounds. Stays blue basketball. There are a few out of bounds plays that will be inbounded at designated spots, so it's not always exactly where the ball gets knocked out of bounds, to my understanding. We'll watch that as the game goes on. Not sure that my explanation helped at all there. That foul's on Paisley Jackson. And Riverton's got 3 quick fouls. Free throw number 1 is up and good for Hanft. Hanft with 3 points, looking for number 4. And that rattles out of there, no good. We2 Cloudhorse clear some space, get the rebound. Leesburg Right side outside she goes to Engstrom. Haley. Baseline, hand check.
Sheridan foul. 12.
Avery McMullen picks up the first Sheridan foul of the game. Inbound was lobbed to Cloud Horse and taken away by Hanft. .5:35 to play, first quarter action. Lady Wolverines trail Sheridan 4-2. Again, apologize for the radio technical difficulties. I continue to try to broadcast and have conversations about that, and hopefully we'll be back up on Jack FM at some point here this evening. Welcome those of you on County 10's YouTube channel, though. We'll do our best to keep you up to date with the clock as well. First quarter here with 5:15 to play on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard now. Shot not going to drop for Morton from the right side. And here come the Lady Broncs. Like to push the tempo. Coach Sullivan likes that style of offense. That's Addie Pendergrast for 3 from the top. And Sheridan takes a 7-2 advantage, and they're looking for more. Hanft with the interception. Burgess. Legaki. Snap it underneath to Hanft again. Mesa Hanford with 5 points. She is just a freshman. Timeout asked for by Riverton. Just a 30-second break here. So 4:38 to play first quarter. Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard says all Sheridan right now, 9-2. And again, this Lady Broncs team picked just outside of the top 5 in the WyoPreps.com preseason poll. If you counted down that far, they would be preseason favorite number 6. They were in the state semifinal game last year, ultimately lost to Thunder Basin. Lost their leading scorer last year to Sam Spielman. Spielman is best known for her golf efforts. State champion there for the Sheridan ladies. Lady Broncs went 15-11 overall last year. Engstrom to trigger it in. Does so to Leesburg. That pressure all the way up the court again by the Sheridan ladies. See what Coach Bosner may have drawn up during that 30-second timeout. Coach Sullivan wanted a 10-second violation, not going to get it. 3 ball from the top, nearly banked in for Leesburg, but stays out. Put back is no good on the Engstrom offensive rebound. Wolverines go 2 and out, and here come the Broncs. Outstanding ball movement. Hanft with the dish. That was Burgess with the bucket. It was. Jackson, right-hand dribble at the top, try to go down the lane, split the defenders, scoop up a tough shot that didn't drop. Avery McMullen, cross-court pass, Hanft off glass, couldn't get it to go. Cloud Horse comes crashing in. Bodies hit the deck in backcourt. Meanwhile, here come the Lady Wolverines trailing by 9, 11-2 with 3:25 to play first quarter. Swatted out of bounds off of the mitt of Avery McMullen. Stays Lady Wolverine basketball. We'll see Timbri Mathill come in for the first time. And Lexi Taylor will come in. Mathill, a sophomore. Taylor, a sophomore. Cloud Horse and Morton will check out. Jackson, right block. In the corner, 3 is not going to draw anything from Engstrom. Burgess is left alone the other direction. That shot not going to fall either, and it's Engstrom soaring in from behind the play to get the rebound. There's Paisley. Paisley, right side baseline. Forced out of there amongst the trees. Leesburg. Jackson. Right side elbow, double teamed, aggressive Sheridan defense all over the floor. First shot of the season by Lexi Taylor will not drop. Here comes Lagaki, the distance. High arcing shot will stay out after it took a couple of bounces. Offensive rebound by Hanft won't drop, but she gets free throws.
Riverton foul, 22.
Lexi Taylor picks up her first foul, the fourth team foul, and this is a good time for me to tell you about the new free throw rules this year.
2 shots.
First shot was good. The bonus will now occur on a quarterly basis. Used to be within a half, 7 for the 1-and-1 and 10 for the double bonus. Now each quarter will get its own bonus at 5 fouls. So Sheridan is a Lady Wolverine foul away from a couple of free throws, and there are no longer 1-and-1s. Everything is a 2-shot free throw attempt. They did that for a couple of reasons. Number one, it speeds up the pace of play a little bit, but most importantly, they did a lot of research on injuries in the game of basketball and say those 1-and-1s caused an extraordinary amount of injuries in Wyoming high school and nationally high school basketball. So they made the decision to change that. Ball will stay with the Lady Wolverines. 13-2, Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. 2:04 to play first quarter. Inbound pass is ripped out of there and taken away. That's Cam Wagner new into the game. Mesa off glass 2 again. She's got 7. Every once in a while you have to double check when kids having such a great ball game. They're really a freshman, but Mesa Hanft, just a freshman with 7 of the first 15 for the Sheridan ladies. Timeout, Coach Bosner. He wants a full timeout, so why don't we step aside here with him. See if I can set up a break. My first time running all kinds of new equipment, so bear with me there. Let's see if we can step aside for 60 seconds. You're watching the Lady Wolverines on County10.com.
Ready to explore Wyoming's stunning parks at Fremont Motors during the Open Road Sales Event. We're giving away a complimentary Wyoming State Parks pass with every vehicle sold, so you can get out and explore our beautiful state behind the wheel of a brand new vehicle. Plus, all Fremont vehicles come backed by Fremont Care, so you'll be covered no matter what the open road has in store. Visit Fremont Chevrolet GMC in Riverton or shop online anytime at FremontMotors.com and start your Wyoming adventure today.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
Watch the Wolverines on the County 10 YouTube page.
It's been all Sheridan ladies here in the first quarter. They're out in front of Riverton at 15-2. Lady Wolverines lone bucket from We2 Cloudhorse. She's had a nice first quarter on the glass as well. See Riverton football coach Mark Lenhart in the building. His Wolverine football team had a good run qualifying for the playoffs. Unfortunately fell short in that quarterfinal game, but boy, telling you, the culture and attitude of Wolverine football is something that has changed and looks very fun. Really fun run down the stretch, and I know the Lenhart family supporting a lot of different things going on at Riverton High School, and I see Coach delivering a Happy Meal to one of his kids in the crowd too, so the whole family here. Good interception there by Engstrom. Haley, the distance off glass, too good. Haley Engstrom has her first points, and a much-needed bucket there early for the Lady Wolverines to close the gap to 11. Inside of a minute to play now, first quarter action. Adeline Burgess was alone for a second. May have shuffled the feet there, a little off balance. Pendergast back to Burgess in the corner, left alone, 3 ball, good. Adeline Burgess adds to the Lady Bronx total. Paisley Jackson, tough defensive pressure, trapping all over the floor, and you've got Coach Sullivan right behind her too, almost like a third defender out of bounds, but with his long wingspan telling his girls to get his arms up. It's maybe a little intimidating to have him at your back. Danny Grooms, a sophomore, checking into the Sheridan lineup. Addie Pendergast will take a seat. Two new Lady Wolverines return. Leesburg and Morton back out there. Taylor picks up her dribble, looking back door through a lot of traffic, intercepted by McMullen, and Avery will outlet pass to Burgess, swinging around, three in the corner, not going to drop for Cam Wagner. Grooms can't hit from the other side, and there's Jalen Leesburg to take it away with 2 seconds, lets it fly, can't get it to go at the end of one. Your score on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard, it's the Sheridan Ladies 18, Riverton 4. We'll step aside here for another timeout, bring you quarter number 2 action right after this on the County 10 Sports Network.
County 10 is your Fremont County news leader. We're everywhere, on the web, mobile, social, and on your radio dial, with all the news you need to feel connected. From sports to board meetings and community features, we work hard to bring you all the latest updates you care about. Visit us today at county10.com. County 10, community connected.
Make your home improvement projects a breeze with Sutherland's, your home improvement experts. Always the right products at the right price. For every project, every day. You can shop and pay online at Sutherlands.com, and we'll get it ready for easy in-store pickup. With the tools and the know-how, you can count on Sutherlands for any job. With over 30,000 items in stock, make your first stop at Sutherland's Home Improvement in Casper and Riverton.
Find more Fremont County sports coverage on the County 10 Sports Podcast.
Second quarter set to get underway from Wolverine Gym, Riverton High School, on what was really a great December Thursday in the Rendezvous City. The early morning clouds broke away to some sunshine, a little bit of snow meltage out there, and a little bit of breeze, but all things considered, it was a good day. It's been all Sheridan ladies here so far to open the Strannigan Classic. Here's Legaki with the steal, can't get it to go off glass, and a Lady Wolverine rebound. Give credit to Lexi Taylor there, taking it away. Leesburg, right side, outside, she goes to Tyra. That's Tatum Tyra, a sophomore. Long shot by Taylor, won't drop. Put back up, not going to fall for Engstrom. Riverton goes 2 and out again. Burgess, not shy to square up and shoot. She can't hit it that time, though. Did just a moment ago, and nobody scored the first minute of the second quarter. Coach Sullivan wanted to carry there, not going to get it. Leesburg has Burgess all over her now. Throws a turnover to the Sheridan ladies. Just great aggressive defense from Sheridan, and players crash to the floor. Riverton foul will be tacked on to Jalen Leesburg.
Riverton foul, line. Leesburg, second. That's foul.
Talen's second and the first team foul of the second quarter. So we never got to the bonus in the first quarter there. Mentioned the new free throw rule changes, and the PA announcer is going to call it the fifth team foul there for a moment, then correct himself to first team foul. We're all going to do that a bunch this season, as that's what we're used to. Hanft gets 1 out of the 2 to drop, make it 19-4. 15-point Lady Bronc advantage, and they'll look for more with the turnover. Coach Bosner massaging his temples like he's got a headache already on the back-to-back turnovers. McMullen, Legacki for 3. That's a no good. Skims off the rim long and will find its way out of bounds. Lexi Taylor will trigger it in right in front of the Riverton pajama-clad cheerleaders. Christmas pajamas their theme today, looks like. In fact, some of the Riverton student body in the middle decorated in Christmas PJs. McMullen. Pass in the paint. I believe that was Hanft again on the assist from McMullen. 2 more for the Lady Broncs. Pass out of bounds. We'll send it back to Sheridan. We'll see a couple of new Lady Wolverines in here. Mathill will come back in, and Engstrom also returns to the lineup. Adeline Burgess. Legacki and Burgess at the top. Lady Wolverines back in his zone defensively. McMullen in the corner to Burgess. Bounce pass underneath is swatted away. Lead to Cloudhorse with the quick hands. McMullen at the top, back to Burgess, alone for 3, no good, too strong, but Legacki will clear away the offensive rebound, gets behind that zone defensively. Push foul underneath, gonna go against Legacki. Legacki name is one that a lot of Wyoming fans, I think, know from up north. Haley Legacki, former Wyoming Cowgirl. Chatted with the Sheridan broadcaster, who was also part of the Legacki family as well, and I'd tell you about the Sheridan broadcasting situation here in a moment when there's a little less action, as Cam Wagner has her first points of the ball game. Wagner for 2, and it's just been an onslaught of Sheridan points. They lead now 23-4. 4:45 to play, second quarter action. Paisley Jackson double teamed, throws it away. And here comes more Lady Bronc points on the putback. Avery McMullen's 2 is good. 25-4. Engstrom try to slow things down and set up Lady Wolverine offense. This Sheridan defense has been so aggressive. They'll get a tie-up. Possession arrow keeps it with Riverton. Defense has been so aggressive, we've barely seen what the Riverton offensive sets are going to look like this season. Savannah Morton returns. Aaron Newton will come in for the first time for Sheridan. Newton, a freshman. Tyra. Paisley Jackson. Skip pass for Cloudhorse. Weetu on the baseline. Pass into traffic. Comes somehow back out to Weetu. She'll stop for 2 in the corner. Got it. Weetu Cloudhorse now with 4. The Lady Wolverines 6. Newton. Pass to the paint. Burgess straight away. 3 is good. Adeline Burgess with another triple. She's been shooting in the corners a lot. Tried it from up top that time and will knock it down. 2-3 zone. Sheridan settles back in, but they're aggressive, trapping all over the floor in their defensive sets. And another Lady Wolverine turnover. Newton lob to the paint, knocked out of bounds, stays Sheridan basketball. Again, Mike Bosner in his first year with the Lady Wolverines takes over for Travis McIntosh, who coached Riverton the last 6 years. For the inbound, shot up and good from Cam Wagner. As we close in on 3 minutes to play in the half. Cloudhorse put it on the floor once off the side of the backboard, no good. Kept alive though. Jackson off glass, that can't rattle home. Rebound to Cam Wagner, outlet to a running Haley Legacki. Jump stop in the lane is fouled.
Riverton foul, 13, Engstrom.
Haley Engstrom picks up her first personal, second team foul.
For Sheridan, 33, Pregame. 2 shots.
First for Allie is good.
Returning for Sheridan, 12, McMillan.
And the second for Allie is good. 32-6 score goes. It's been all Sheridan here as the score indicates. That shot is up and good from Haley Engstrom, and Haley now with 4 of the Lady Wolverines' 8. Both Cloudhorse and Engstrom have done all the Riverton scoring. Lady Bronx pass it around the perimeter. Boys basketball coming up after this one. Riverton picked in the WyoPreps.com preseason poll number 3. They had a tough injury to start the year with their senior leader, Derek DeVries, hurting an ankle. Haven't got the full diagnosis on that ankle yet, but sounds like a substantial injury. And of course, Derek dealt with a foot injury through all of football season, but this time it is officially his ankle, and it's going to keep him out for quite a long while, unfortunately for Derek. Swatted away, Lady Wolverines on the run. Morton has her shot partially blocked. Jackson can't get it to go, but a foul, and free throws coming up for Paisley. Ligaki will pick up her second personal.
Her second team foul. The line for Riverton, 21, Jackson, shooting 2.
Paisley Jackson yet to score. She was Riverton's leading scorer last year. First one too strong off the backboard, no good. Sydney Warnke, a sophomore, checks in for the first time for the Lady Bronx. Addie Pendergast also comes back in. 24-point advantage, make it 23 as Paisley gets her first point of the game. Again, apologies for our radio audience. We hope to get that resolved at some point. And if it's not tonight, we will work on it this weekend. Try to get you coverage on Jack FM. But like I said, if you've got friends that might be listening and wondering where the radio coverage is, send them the YouTube link. You can listen to it as well as watch it right here, as games will be broadcast all season long. Tipped and taken away by Pendergast. Jump stop right side block, and she's fouled by Cammie Paskett. Paskett's first personal.
Riverton foul, 12, Paskett, her first.
Free throws coming up for Addie Pendergast. Addie, a 75% free throw shooter last year. Misses that one off to the left. 1:08 to play second quarter. Of the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show coming up in a little bit. Pendergast can't get the second one to bounce in. Cloudhorse tip it away, and the Lady Wolverines are on the run momentarily until Warnke will knock it out of bounds. I've had the opportunity to call a lot of the state championships in Casper and do a lot of games. As here's a three from Morton that skims off to the right side and will go out of bounds into the awaiting Bronx boys basketball team. Have really enjoyed my interactions and time with Ryan Sullivan, the head coach for these Lady Bronx. He's got a great program and likable personality. You can tell his girls certainly buy into the system. They had an opportunity to go to the state championship game last year. Came up short in the semifinals to Thunder Basin in a good game. Three is not going to drop, and long rebound taken away by Warnke. Inside of 30 seconds to play in the half. It's a 23 6-point Sheridan advantage. Looking for more. McMullen, long two is good. Foot was on the line for Avery McMullen. See if Riverton can set something up offensively. Not this time. Warnke up to Mesa. Right-hand layup is good. Mesa Hanft with 14 first-half points, and time is going to run out at the break. We have reached the intermission here from Wolverine Gymnasium, and it's been all Sheridan ladies thus far, 36-9. Coming up here at your Click It or Ticket postgame or halftime show. We will run down some first half scoring numbers. We'll give you a little bit of a preview of the boys game. Check out some of the other scores going on from the Strannigan tournament. You've got games here at Riverton High School, Riverton Middle School, Central Wyoming College, and Lander is officially hosting Strannigan Classic games too at the field house, the auxiliary gym, and the middle school over there. So lots of basketball action to get the season going in Fremont County. We'll try to run down some of those updates for you in just a little bit. At the break, Sheridan ladies on top 36-9. We're back in a quick minutes on the County 10 Sports Network.
5 letters.
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Nobody likes to be stopped by the police, but if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, it just might have saved her life.
This is Maven, award-winning optics for the adventurous. From binoculars to spotting scopes, Maven has you covered. Be prepared for scouting, wildlife watching, or any outdoor adventure. As a proud sponsor of local high school sports, we wish all the Fremont County athletes the best of luck this season. Visit mavenbuild.com for more information and to order. Maven, discover something new.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Central Bank and Trust is a local bank that is focused on technology and convenience. We have a simpler online mortgage application process. You can use your computer or mobile device to upload required documents and sign them online. We have a variety of personal and business banking services. Stop in or visit centralbanktrust.com. We live here. We work here.
Coverage of the Strannigan Classic continues now on 105.1 Jack FM and County10.com.
Welcome me back here to halftime. This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show made possible by the Wyoming Department of Transportation. They remind you to wear your seatbelt every single time you get into a vehicle, no matter how long or short your drive in Wyoming is. Seatbelts save lives. It's simple. It takes you half a second to click that seatbelt, and it could save your life. So Buckle Up for Life Wyoming is the mission. Thanks to YDOT for making our halftime coverage possible. Well, the Sheridan Lady Broncs jumped out early and have held the lead basically throughout here from the onset. Mesa Hanft leads the way for the Sheridan Ladies with 14 points. First player of the ballgame in double digits is a freshman. Adeline Burgess has 6 points. Avery McMullen has 4. Cam Wagner has 4. And I am missing 3 somewhere. I know Addie Pendergrast has 3, and I think Adeline Burgess may have had that three-pointer I missed, so she may actually have 9 as I We'll try to run that down for you here shortly. Lady Wolverine scoring. We2 Cloudhorse has 4 points. Haley Engstrom has 4. Paisley Jackson hit a free throw a moment ago. She has 1. You see the Wolverine boys team on your screen warming up. The third-rated RHS boys basketball team will be coming up following this one. They take on a tough Sheridan squad, too. Sheridan was just left out of the WyoPreps.com preseason poll. Would be number 6 if you counted down that far. So just on the outside looking in, and they're looking to make some noise here at the Strannigan Classic. Don't have much in the way of scores from varsity action coming in here tonight. I know that the Sheridan JV boys knocked off Riverton in a thriller before this one, 51-49. The Riverton girls came up short in the JV game as well. It was a little more lopsided on the scoreboard there, but the boys game was tight down the stretch, and kind of one of the reasons that we were a little late getting on here. There were a lot of timeouts and situational things in the fourth quarter of that game, but JV boys off to a pretty good start despite the loss. Looks like a lot of talent there, and a lot of talent, of course, at the varsity level, senior leadership, and that injury to Derek DeVries is certainly going to hurt this Riverton boys basketball team a lot. They had a lot of talent and a lot of points from Derek last year, but I think that Coach Sheets has a lot of faith in his returning seniors that are on the floor. They've got a lot of talent to make up for that loss, and it's tough to make up for a guy like Derek DeVries, but I think this Wolverine team certainly has the firepower to do it. Other games coming up here throughout the day. It's been Star Valley and Cheyenne Central at Riverton Middle School all day. They're girls playing varsity action right now at RMS. Boys will follow at 7:30. CWC had Shoshone playing earlier this morning. They took on the Cheyenne East underclass teams. Then it's been Jackson and Cheyenne East the majority of the day. Varsity action going on at Rustler Gymnasium right now. And as I mentioned, for Riverton fans looking for games tomorrow, we'll be on early tomorrow morning with Lady Wolverine basketball starting at 10 a.m. as they take on the Rollins ladies. Boys will follow, so even if you got to work tomorrow, we'll be on County 10's YouTube channel. So while you're sitting at your desk or maybe driving around in your truck, you just flip on the YouTube channel or 105.1 Jack FM and have us on in the background. We'll keep you company while you're at work tomorrow. And then as you get off of work tomorrow, 4 and 5:30 are the start times for Riverton and Cheyenne Central. So we've got a total of 4 broadcast games for you tomorrow here along the County 10 Sports Network to look forward to. Riverton will be back at it on Saturday, taking on Cheyenne East. Those varsity start times are 3 and 4:30. Ladies up first. And, of course, the sub-varsity games will get going at 10 o'clock tomorrow at the 3 Riverton venues, 9 o'clock on Saturday if you want to come watch basketball pretty much all day long. Lady Wolverines back out on the floor. We'll see what halftime adjustments look like for first-year head coach Mike Bosner in his first official game as Lady Wolverine head coach. And let's try to step aside for one more timeout before we get into the second half. It's 36-9 Sheridan ladies on top, thanks to the Wyoming Department of Transportation and their reminder, buckle up for life, Wyoming, making our halftime show possible.
Looking for an upgrade to your vehicle? Wyoming 4x4 is the place to go for all your upgrade needs. From lift kits to bumpers, grill guards to bed liners, we've got everything you need to take your ride to the next level. We use top brands for our bumpers like Fab 4s, Ranch Hand, and Road and more. So get your vehicle ready and stop at Wyoming 4x4 or give Dan a call at 307-857-3175.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion in the Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach programs. come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
Proud to support the Wolverines and Lady Wolverines. We are County10.com.
Just about set to resume action from Wolverine Gym. Jared Anderson here. Jason Peterson, our trusty camera operator, traveled with us and was in attendance for football season. He'll be with you all basketball season too. We got a lot of road trips ahead of us and a lot of fun with the Lady Wolverines and Wolverines all year long. Of course, next week, after this 4-game schedule of Strannigan Classic games, we go to another tournament, the very large, very fun Flaming Gorge Invite in Rock Springs and Green River. That is a huge tournament with dozens of teams, and not only Wyoming teams, but a lot of Utah, Idaho, Colorado teams make their way up for that one. There's a 3-point shootout, slam dunk competition, all kinds of fun you don't get very often when it comes to Wyoming high school sports. Third quarter ready to roll. Shout out to County 10's Randy Tucker in attendance. Randy will have recaps of these games and basketball all year long at County10.com. I'm getting photographed by Randy Tucker as I speak, as I try to look out of the action. Adeline Burgess knocks down a 3-pointer. That is good. Burgess with the first points of the second half. Adeline on the floor trying to get possession back in favor of Sheridan. Tie up will favor the Lady Wolverines. And you'd love, if you're a Riverton fan, to see these Lady Wolverines at least run a couple of half-court sets here this quarter. The Sheridan defense has just been so sticky all over the floor. Lots of traps. That zone defense digs in. They've got the big players down low, and that's what you'd like to see too. Paisley Jackson knocks down the 3. Her first field goal of the game adds to a free throw in the first half. She's got 4. Shot does not fall for Pendergast, and here come the Lady Wolverines on the run. Pass taken away, though, by McMullen. As quick back and forth action here to start quarter number 3. Mesa goes to a knee. Kick it out to Ligaki. Her 3 won't drop. Ligaki definitely has the range for one of the taller players on the floor. She hasn't been successful shooting outside, but certainly have seen it through the state championships I've covered. She's had a lot of opportunities to let 3 balls fly. Paisley Jackson will knock that one in, and that's a great sign for Lady Wolverine fans to see Paisley getting into the offensive action here with a quick 5 points. Here comes Leesburg, the sophomore, set up the offense. Engstrom now holds it above her head, looking for some help. Will pivot around. Pass in traffic is taken away by Ligaki. Here comes Ligaki. Dribble off a foot. Rebound volleyed around for Hanft. Tried to save it on the floor, but it's taken away by Savannah Morton. Jackson. Try to get past her defender. Off glass, can't do it, but she draws the foul. Nice quick first step from Paisley Jackson. Ligaki will pick up her 3rd foul.
Her 3rd. First team foul.
That is the first foul of the second half. Coach Sullivan wants a timeout. We're going to keep this one right here with 5:38 to play. 3rd quarter on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Did not get the opportunity to thank Wyoming Catholic College at halftime. As is tradition, Wyoming Catholic College makes our Student of the Week possible. And this week, the Student of the Week you're going to see on your screen in a few minutes. It's Riverton's Parker Paxton. Paxton, part of the basketball program. He's also a 4-time state champion golfer. And by my math, you get 4 years in high school typically, so that means he's done nothing but winning every single year on the golf course. He also just signed his letter of intent to go golf at the next level at Colorado University, so a CU buff in the future. It'll be fun to watch Parker on the basketball court too. if golf is his best sport, a close second is basketball. Leading scorer for this Riverton team will return and be on the floor in a little bit. But thanks to Wyoming Catholic College in Lander, letting us recognize some students academically and athletically. Our Student of the Week series at county10.com. Out of the timeout, Paisley Jackson, the senior, will toe the mark. She's got a free throw in the first half, a three-pointer, and hit a 2 a moment ago. So I don't know if there's such thing as the cycle in basketball, but she's scored just about every way possible. I guess she could get a 4-point play at some point, but that's a little harder to do. 25-point Bronc advantage. I'm going to give her 3 free throws. What I missed, was that a lane violation? Lane violation? Okay. So hitting 2 is Paisley Jackson. She's got 8. And it's now 39-16 Sheridan ladies. Pendergast. Burgess, 3 alone, no, off the rim, and it's taken away by Jackson. Boy, Paisley, offensively and defensively, has taken over the first 3 minutes here of the second half. Spinning off glass 2 is good.
Basket by Jackson.
Jackson now in double digits. Three the other way is good. Addie Pendergast. Paisley, left alone, had a moment to think about it, and that's always to the detriment of the shooter for some reason, it feels like. Hanft quickly the other way on a nice pass. Has her 16th point. Knocked out of bounds. Will stay Sheridan possession. See Cam Wagner return to the lineup. Aaron Newton also substituted back in. McMullen looking inbound. Second chance, got it. Mesa Hanft again with an opportunity to 3-point play.
Riverton foul, 11. Cloud Horse, her second.
Cloud Horse will pick up her second personal. That's the first team foul of the third quarter.
Substitution for Riverton, 22, Taylor.
Lexi Taylor returns for Riverton. Hanft try to convert the 3-point play. Gets a kind bounce off the rim to drop. Taylor stopping the double team, wanted to find Cloud Horse down low. Cloud Horse reaches over the back trying to get to that pass, and We2's got 2 quick fouls.
Cloud Horse, her third.
The ball out of bounds.
Returning for Riverton
to the Bronx.
Paskett.
Cammie Paskett Jr. returns for Riverton. Pass too high for Newton and into the third row of the crowd. I was talking with one of my officiating buddies before this one and about the new bonus rules this year, and he said he hopes the word gets out quickly about there's an errant buzzer. They'll reload here as the buzzer operator says, I didn't mean to. Anyway, my officiating friend says he hopes that fans get the word about 5 fouls in the bonus per quarter now, because he knows that they're going to get screamed at a lot when people don't know that new rule. It's going to take a while to remember that, certainly. Foul was on Newton, her first. Free throw number 1 for Paisley is good. And Jackson with one more. Nothing but net. Got the lead to 27 with 3:40 to play, third quarter action. Sheridan moves the basketball so well. That's Wagner with her 6th points. Here comes Leesburg. 3 in the corner. Paisley with a fist pump, knock it down. Paisley Jackson looking like herself from last year. All of a sudden here in the third quarter was held to just a point at halftime. Certainly has been one of the key parts of this third quarter. Trying to see if they gave her a 3 or a 2. They've got it as a 2 on the scoreboard, so I'll try to erase a point there. I thought it was a 3, but maybe just a 2. Either way, good looking shot there for Jackson. Foul against Paisley, her 2nd. Free throws now for Avery McMullen, the junior. First one is good for Avery. She'll have one more. That's point number 5 on the night for her. Game's been going on since noon here at Wolverine Gym. Freshman, sophomore action first, both boys and girls, then a pair of JV games. I want to give a big shout out to the Riverton High School custodial staff too for helping me early today with setup for the first game of the season. Never easy to pull out all the cables and get behind the bleachers and do all of that, but I want to give a shout out specifically to Zach, one of the custodial employees here at Riverton High School that was very, very helpful to the County 10 crew. 3 on the way is no good by Talon, and good rebounding position by Mesa Hanft will draw the foul. That's Lexi Taylor who picks up her 2nd personal. That's the 4th team foul. We've seen it get to 4 once, but still haven't seen that 5 foul bonus in effect in this game yet. And another Lady Wolverine foul down low. And it's going to be assessed to Haley Engstrom.
Riverton foul 13, Engstrom.
So there is the 5th team foul was shooting anyway, so less dramatic as far as me wanting to see the differences in rules. Mesa Hanft having a fantastic ball game. Now with 20 points. Foul in backcourt on Pendergast. Be ball out of bounds for the Lady Wolverines. 2:31 to play, third quarter. And that 53-22 Sheridan advantage. Legaki will ultimately come away with it. Legaki found Burgess, who can't hit the 3. Tried to follow her own shot. Tips it around out of bounds. Alpha Adeline last. Like the hustle from Adeline Burgess.
Returning for Sheridan, 12, McMullen.
Tomorrow's ball game, the first of 2 for these Lady Wolverines, going to be particularly interesting with a Rollins team that doesn't necessarily have a ton of expectations coming in. Some scrappy players both on the boys and girls side, but have been down a little bit. The boys won a state championship 2 years ago, but lost most of that team right away. Pendergast can't get it to drop, but she's fouled.
Riverton foul, 2, Morton.
Savannah Morton's first.
The line
Team foul number 6.
Pendergast.
And Pendergast to the line for 2. First, no good.
2 shots.
Addie will get one more. Give a shout out to Savannah Martinez, commenting on County 10's YouTube channel, cheering the Lady Wolverines on. Neither free throw good. Thanks for watching along with us, Savannah. And again, if you're watching, love interacting with you. If you want to leave us a comment, let us know where you're tuned in from. Would love to say hello. Cloud Horse can't get it to go, and a jump ball before she got it away. It'll be Sheridan basketball. Other thing I'd love to know, too, is your thoughts out there in the viewing audience on this camera angle. A little bit lower near the court than some of our games from County 10 were last year. So let us know if you prefer this shot or the shot up top. And I can't promise that we'll have an easy fix for you, but we'll try to make other arrangements if you're not crazy about it. Legaki with the points right there. Jackson's 3 is short. And Pendergast will take it away. Good job defensively by Cammie Paskett. Gets an applause for the hustle play there. Mike Bradley, Jesselyn Meeks, the assistant coaches for Riverton girls basketball this year under new head coach Mike Bosner. 2 in the lane is good from Hanft. And if you haven't heard me say this, Mesa Hanft is good. First game at the varsity level in her high school career. Cloud Horse can't get it to go. We're at 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. Pendergast, Burgess gathers it in, now to Legaki, can't get it to go. Hanft had a nice pass through the lane, but no points. Jump ball will go back to the Lady Wolverines with 27 seconds now in the quarter. Mathil will either come in at the next dead ball or to start the fourth quarter. Jackson 3 in the corner is no good. Long rebound gathered in by Burgess. Off glass 2, not good, and a foul on the rebound goes to Leesburg. They gave it to Tay Lynn, pointed right at her. She nodded her head and said, "Yep, that was me."
The third. The line for Sheridan, 13. Pendergast. 2 shots.
Pendergast will have 2 shots. First is no good, strong and off to the right. The future Stanford Cardinal at the line. She will run track, has some Wyoming State records, banks it in. Addie now with 7. Of course, Stanford Cardinal history runs deep here, almost to the buzzer of the third quarter with Kristen Newland and Riverton connections. Watched a lot of games growing up with her in this gymnasium. And another Stanford Cardinal we're watching in Addie Pendergast. We've reached the end of the third with the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard in favor of Sheridan, 58-22. Let's step aside for a quick timeout, and we're back with more Lady Wolverine basketball after this on the County 10 Sports Network.
Kane and Associates. CPAs is your go-to source for tax, financial, and business solutions. Our experienced professionals are trusted and know the numbers. We're dedicated to providing personalized attention to each of our clients. Whether you're an individual or a business, we're here to help with all your accounting needs. Let us do the math for you. Stop in or visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more.
Introducing WyoGlass, your local glass experts. From windows to showers, we got you covered. We're proud to be a part of the Lander community and a local sports sponsor. We're dedicated to serving all of Fremont County, so you can trust us with your residential and commercial windows and doors, auto glass, shower doors, and garage doors. For quality service and local support, choose Wyoglass. Visit us at wyoglassoflander.com or on Main Street in Lander today.
Coverage of the Strannigan Classic continues now on 105.1 Jack FM and County10.com.
Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson, your County 10 crew here. Thanks for watching along with us on County 10's YouTube channel. Knocked out of bounds as we resume play. Taylin Leesburg tried to make a hustle play off of her hands. Will stay with the Sheridan ladies. Very impressed by this Lady Bronc basketball team so far. They're just fundamentally sound, and I think what is even more impressive when you dig into it from Coach Sullivan is he's got some returners. So you're used to that junior-senior leadership, but he's doing it with some underclass kids as well, and has just built a great program in the Sheridan community, it would appear. And a lot of fundamental soundness, both offensively and defensively. They've forced a lot of turnovers and very crisp, clean passing team. Be fun to watch. If you're a basketball fan as the year goes on, 3 from the top is too strong for Wagner. Kept alive, back to Cam. She'll try it a third time, can't get it to go. Out of bounds to the Lady Wolverines. Maddie Wagner, a junior, checked in for the first time, and also Parker Treed, a sophomore, for the Lady Broncs as they sub down a little bit to start the fourth quarter. Good opportunity to get some kids into the ball game with 4 games in a 3-day stretch for these teams. Cloud Horse, circle around, stop in the paint, can't get it to go, but she's knocked to the deck, and we too will step to the free throw line. Cloud Horse with 4 points so far. Make it 5. We two's got them both. Steal by Leesburg, left side, gets it to go. Taylin Leesburg's first bucket of the game on a nice defensive play that contributed to some points. Couple of shots coming up for the Lady Broncs. Foul on Engstrom, her third. And they'll say Cam Wagner gets to shoot.
The line for Sheridan, 21, Wagner.
First one takes a long bounce off of the rim and won't drop.
Returning from Riverton, 23, Mathieu.
Wagner's second is good. Cloud Horse, dribble to the corner. Get you a Lander update here in a moment. It's like the Lander ladies on top of Powell, 26-18 in the third quarter. That game's also available on the County 10 YouTube channel if you're interested, with games going on over at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Wyatt Barijka, the voice of the Tigers, bringing you more Fremont County basketball there. Off glass 2 was good by Sydney Warnke, her first bucket of the evening. 5:45 to play, fourth quarter action. And boys basketball coming up after this one. Your Porter's tailgate show in just a bit. Cloud Horse can't hit from the right side. We too was a good story for the Lady Wolverines last year. Joined this team mid-season and provided a spark of energy, and really enjoy what a fundamentally sound shooter she is when she gets an open look. Out of bounds, back to the Lady Wolverines. Sheridan settles back in their matchup zone. Cloud Horse from the top. And back to Paisley Jackson, Riverton's leading scorer. And We Two will play catch a couple of times. We Two from the right side, block extended, couldn't get it to go. Newton slapped out of bounds off of Leesburg's hand and will stay with the Sheridan ladies. Tatum Tyra back in for Riverton. Newton's long two is good. And that's Aaron Newton's first career varsity points. Another Sheridan freshman. For a girls basketball fans, I think you're going to hear about this Sheridan team for a while. Two is good for Mainstrom, and she's fouled. Haley will step to the line, has her 6th point.
Sheridan foul 24, Trinity. Second team foul.
First free throw for Haley. Lets it fly. I guess the only free throw for Haley is no good. Out of bounds off of Sheridan last, though. That was Warnke who got a hand on it and off of her fingertips out of bounds. Leesburg. Newton on her defensively. Slapped away from her. Good play on the floor by Maddie Wagner to keep it alive. Saved from going out of bounds somehow and squirts away to Paisley Jackson. And now we've got an injured Lady Wolverine as Talon Leesburg is going to come up hobbling. So hope for the best there for Talon as Coach Bosner and the fantastic RHS training staff will go out to assess that situation. We'll step aside for a quick injury timeout. 4:04 to play. Fourth quarter. It's Sheridan 63, Lady Wolverines 28. Back in a minute on county10.com.
Kane and Associates, CPAs is your go-to source for tax, financial, and business solutions. Our experienced professionals are trusted and know the numbers. We're dedicated to providing personalized attention to each of our clients. Whether you're an individual or a business, we're here to help with all your accounting needs. Let us do the math for you. Stop in or visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more.
Introduce
Lineup for Riverton, 2, Morton.
The good news is Talon Leesburg was helped to her feet and with a little assistance will walk off the floor. So hoping for the best there for Talon. 4:04 to play, fourth quarter, 63-28. Sheridan ladies comfortably in front. Have been basically all game. Mathill put a move on the baseline, got it. Timbri Mathill with her first bucket. Intercepted by Jackson. Paisley did a good job putting it on the floor. Thought she was headed for a traveling violation off of that steal. Going full steam, but kept it alive, and now she'll draw the foul on the other end as she gets knocked to the deck, and we'll get a hand up.
Sheridan foul.
That's on Warnke. That's Warnke's first team foul, number 3.
The line for Riverton.
And Paisley Jackson steps to the free throw stripe. First is nothing but net good. Paisley 3 for 3 at the line this half. 4 or 5 in the game. Knocks them both in. And it is now 63-32. And Lady Wolverines are going to get it right back off of the hands of Maddie Wagner last. Right side corner, Morton. Go up top to Ingstrom, back to Morton. Stop right side elbow. Trying to penetrate that Sheridan defense has been a challenge. There have been virtually no shots in the paint. Knocked out of bounds stays with Riverton. Cloud Horse will come back in. I'll get the correct pronunciation eventually, but Mathill comes out. The PA announcer, Steve Peck, says Mathiel, so apologies to Timbree's family if it's more in the Mathiel range instead of Mathill. Was told Mathill before the contest, but I'm confident it's one of the two. Good look underneath, wide open. Maddie Wagner has got the bucket for first points. Again, Lady Wolverine fans, back in action tomorrow, 10 a.m. So it'll be a early wake-up call to get the players back out here on the court, and it's always interesting to see how a team does after they've played the evening before, first thing in the morning, but good experience. You have some situations like this, especially down the stretch in the season when you get to regional state time where you may just as well be playing early in the morning. So got to be ready at all times of the day. Shot does not drop for Parker. Just about 2 minutes to play in this one, and Lady Bronx will go to 1-0 to start the year. Shot no good, almost wedged in there, knocked into the awaiting Sheridan boys team. A while ago, I was on a Stanford connection banter session because we mentioned that Addie Pendergast of Sheridan is going to run track at Stanford. And then I brought up Kristen Newland, the former Lady Wolverine great, who just dominated so many games in this gymnasium with Frank Irvin and Laurel Irvin on that team, amongst a lot of great others. But started talking about the Stanford connection, and then I want to thank one of our YouTube commenters who said another RHS grad, Sean Bosnell, swam at Stanford in the mid-'80s, and Sean is now an orthopedic surgeon. Pretty impressive resume there for Sean. Off glass 2 is good. Maddie Wagner. Of course, everybody's got an impressive resume when you just talk on the radio for a living. 3 in the corner is no good, short from Paisley Jackson. We're 1:20 to play in this one. Cloud Horse goes down hard. Is going to bounce back up, but took a hard spill. And she may have been fouled. She was.
Sheridan foul 14.
And foul on Warnke. And it is the 5th team foul, which means free throws. In and out on the first attempt from Cloud Horse. The senior will have one more. That one is good. .117 to play in the ball game now. We'll have a very quick Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. Look at numbers. We will not chat with Coach Bosner this time around. We'll have him on the Porter's Tailgate Show again tomorrow, twice. First one at 9:45 tomorrow, and we join you on Jack FM and County10.com. We're going to chat 4 times with Coach Bosner, so I'm going to let him go on the post-game side of things. Same with Coach Sheets on the boys' side, as Leesburg back into the game, and she knocks down a 3. That's the way to come back from an injury. Taylor Leesburg will hit the triple with 45 seconds left. Great to see her back in the game after the injury. And she's got 3 points and a rebound on our stat column now. We'll hear post-game remarks from Coach Sheets instead of pre-game remarks through the tournament. A Riverton boys team that I think is still poised for a fun season and maybe a run at a state championship. They're definitely a contender as a preseason third-ranked team in the WyoPreps.com coaches and media poll. Tie up, send it back to the Sheridan ladies. Want to thank you for tuning in and putting up with a couple of technical difficulties here as this one got on the air, as Paisley Jackson with the steal and the finish. Paisley now with 19 in her column. And with 2 seconds, see if Sheridan can hit it at the buzzer. They cannot. That will be the end of the ball game. Your final score on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard, it's the Sheridan ladies 67, Riverton 38. So Lady Wolverines go 0-1 to start the year. The Sheridan ladies will start the year 1-0, and I get the feeling that they might be a force in 4A girls basketball just from how fundamentally sound they were offensively and defensively, and really emptied the bench there in the fourth quarter. It looked like they showed off some depth as well. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll get into a very short Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show here in moments. We will run down final scoring numbers, and then we will turn our attention to a very short Porter's tailgate show as we get ready for boys basketball. Once again, final score, Sheridan at 67, Riverton 38. We are back right after this break here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Why do we enforce seatbelt laws? Because in real life, you don't get a second chance.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
This is the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. Thanks to Bailey's pit stops all across Fremont County making this possible. They've got 3 great locations in Riverton and 1 in Lander. And we appreciate our friends at Bailey's, the tire experts, making our post-game show possible. Once again, Lady Wolverines fall to Sheridan in the first game of the season at 38-67. Final scoring numbers, first for the Lady Wolverines, Paisley Jackson just lit it up in the second half. Had just 1 point and halftime finished with 19. We Too Cloud Horse finishes with 7. Taylin Leesburg with 5. Missed Haley Engstrom, she had 6 points. And Timbri Mathill finishes with 2. For the Sheridan ladies, their freshman Mesa Hanft, the game's leading scorer, 22 points. 9 points for Adeline Burgess. Then it goes 7 points for Addie Pendergrast, 7 points for Cam Wagner, 4 points for Ali Ligaki, 2 points for Aaron Newton, 2 points for Sydney Warnke. If I missed Maddie Wagner, she finishes with 4. Sheridan with the 29-point victory, 67-38, the final score. Final order of business in the post-game show is to select our Tyler Watson State Farm Player of the Game. We'll do co-players of the game, and I'll give the nod to Mesa Hanft on the Sheridan side of things. Mesa, just a freshman, her first varsity game, 22 points, just outstanding. For the Lady Wolverines, tough to go against Paisley Jackson. Jackson's second half scoring 18 of her 19. Paisley started to look like the Paisley of old, the Paisley we saw last year there in the second half. So congratulations, Mesa Hanft and Paisley Jackson are Tyler Watson State Farm players of the game. Big shout out to our guy Tyler at State Farm Insurance. He's a Wolverine alumni, proud to support the Riverton Wolverines. And trust me, I just did some business with him on the insurance side of things. If you need anything insurance-wise in Fremont County, Tyler is the guy to call. All right, we're about 6 minutes away from tip-off for the Wolverine boys and the Sheridan Bronx. We'll take a timeout. We will reset the scene for boys basketball in just a quick moment. Once again, the Sheridan girls knock off Riverton 67-38. The Porters pregame show starts next.
Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County one project at a time.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
Construction.
This guy was driving way over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a lot over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a little over the speed limit. Look at the damage.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
Welcome you back here to Wolverine Gymnasium, a very short Porter's Tailgate show as we are about 3.5 minutes away from boys basketball. The Riverton taking on the Sheridan Bronx. Riverton, the third-ranked team to start the year in 4A boys basketball, according to the WyoPreps.com preseason polls. Of course, Coach Sheets and the Wolverines don't care a lot about where the year starts. They care where they finish, but definitely high expectations around the state for this Riverton team. I hate to keep harping on this, but one of the key storylines in the first couple weeks of practice was the very tough injury to Derek DeVries. Derek in street clothes, standing in front of the Riverton bench right now, an ankle injury. Don't know exactly the extent of it yet, but we do know it's not great. He's going to be out for quite a while. There's talk of maybe all season, maybe he'll be able to come back at some point, so we'll see from Derek, but there are a lot of seniors who hope to step up in his absence on this Riverton team, and some underclassmen we'll keep an eye on as well. Sheridan Bronx under Jeff Martini went 13-8 last year. They are trying to get back in the title hunt. They were left just outside of the top 5 in the preseason rankings at number 6. It's been since 2003 since the Sheridan boys have won a state championship, so they would like to get back there as well, and a good way to turn some heads is to knock off Riverton Riverton in their home gym, so they'll be hungry for the first win on the season here at the Strannigan Classic. We're going to squeeze in one more timeout, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and get you ready for boys basketball. It's Riverton and Sheridan in just about a minute here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com.
Wolverine basketball is on the air. Let's go courtside with the voice of the Wolverines, Jared Anderson.
We are set to start the year for Riverton High School boys basketball. A very good Thursday evening to you. Jared Anderson here, Jason Peterson, our camera operator this evening, as the Riverton fans on their feet for the first time this season cheering on their boys basketball team. Starters just about to be introduced to the crowd. The Sheridan boys will start first, so we'll announce them first. They come out looking like this. Number 2 is Cale Hamrick. Hamrick, a senior, led this team in scoring last year with 16.7 points per game and 5 rebounds per game. Cale Hamrick will certainly be one of the names to keep an ear and an eye on for basketball fans this evening. For the Sheridan Bronx, Garrett Spielman. Spielman, a senior, averages 13 points per game. According to his stat line last year, Spielman was the second leading scorer for Sheridan. Number 20 is Beck Haswell. Haswell, a sophomore. Tyler Hutton is number 21, another senior leader. And Truman DeGrange is number 24. DeGrange, a junior. Your Wolverines being introduced to the fans now. They come out looking like this. Number 2 is Ty Sheets. Sheets, a senior. Draven Monroe is number 4. Monroe, a senior. Brody Dale is number 5. Dale, another senior leader. Parker Paxton is number 12. Paxton, a senior. And Hunter Hauk gets the nod. Hauk, a senior, wearing number 24. Riverton in their home white uniforms, trimmed in cardinal red. Riverton written across the front. And Sheridan in their away blue and yellow uniforms. Sheridan also written across the front. Glad you're with us here on the County 10 Sports Network. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson, and we are ready to go from Wolverine Gymnasium. Riverton will control the tempo here first. Across the perimeter, snap a pass underneath, lay it up and in. Hunter Hauk has 2 and the foul. Good start for Riverton offensively. Good ball movement, and Hauk to the line. Hunter's free throw will stay out, but kept alive by Brody Dale. Dale to Paxton. Parker. Crossover dribble, let a 3 fly. That's good. Parker Paxton for 3, and Riverton is up 5-0 before Sheridan has a possession. Hamrick, right side, outside they go to Haswell. Now up top to Spielman. Garrett. DeGrange will touch it. And now back to Hamrick. 4 out of the 5 Bronx have touched it here on the opening possession. Pass to DeGrange. 2 from the left side is good. And shooting percentages are high here in the first minute of basketball. Taken away by Hamrick. Kale. Good pass to DeGrange. Lay it up and in. And Sheridan answers with a pair of buckets after Riverton had the first two. Sheridan trying to get 3 in a row here off of the steal. It's Spielman who puts it up and in. And now the Bronx take their first lead of the game at the 6:38 mark of the first quarter, 6-5. Paxton, good crossover move. Got some O's from the crowd. Can't get that to drop, though. And rebound tracked down by Haswell. Haswell will outlet to DeGrange. Truman, the junior, right side. Spielman, try to use a screen, goes the other direction. Spielman hangs in the air and gets it to drop. Garrett Spielman for 2, and it's a 3-point Sheridan advantage. Paxton to Hauk. Hauk loses the handle out of bounds. So Riverton team is going to want to run. They're going to be fun to watch all year. Up-tempo. Eli Lucas will check in. Hauk comes out.
Lucas.
All senior starting lineup for the Wolverines. Eli Lucas, the 6th man, is also a senior. Truman DeGrange slowly jog it up the floor. Wanted his teammate Hutton, and Hutton had to retreat to get it. Push underneath will be assessed to the Wolverines. It's going to go against Eli Lucas, who's just checked in, his first personal.
First team foul.
Long 3 by Spielman is an air ball, as the crowd will razz him for a little bit. Again, our apologies for the lack of radio presence tonight. We will get that figured out very soon, but we're glad you're here on County 10's YouTube channel. We'll be streaming video all season long, home and away for the Wolverines. Spielman's first foul there, second team foul. Brody Dale in backcourt, uses screen, and now his pass is intercepted, taken away by Haswell, who's bumped. Ball out of bounds.
Substitutions for Riverton.
Blake Gattenbein.
0, Gattenbein.
And Hunter Hauk returns. Gattenbein in for the first time. Blake, the lone sophomore out there for Riverton. If it's anything like football season, he does not play like a sophomore, though. Haswell try to put a move on in the paint, and a tie-up. Possession arrow going to keep it with Sheridan. Ball out of bounds to the Bronx. Underneath and to the right of their own basket, Connor Bateson enters the Bronx lineup. And Bateson will go directly to be the inbound man. DeGrange, stopped just beyond the free throw line, can't get it to drop, and Ty Sheets is up high for the rebound. It's a 3-point Bronx advantage. We had a lot of scoring in the first minute and a half. They've cooled off the second minute and a half of the game as Sheets can't get that one to dribble in. On the run is Bateson. Reload to Haswell. Haswell back to Bateson in a cut. It's blocked out of there and taken away by the Bronx. I guess not taken away, kept alive by Sheridan. Truman. Connor will have to come back to get it. Almost thought Coach Sheets was going to run and get that himself as he was trying to will his guys to go get the basketball. Knocked away by Hauk, taken away by Paxton. Here comes Parker into the front court on the run. Jump stop, Sheets. Shovel a pass to Gattenbein, back to Ty. Monroe and Dale will check back in next dead ball. Tough shot, Eli Lucas. Never got a good look, couldn't get it to go. We've played halfway through the first quarter. Traveling violation for Truman DeGrange, and it's a good thing for Riverton because he hit a long three too, but never got his feet set.
It's 5, Gale. 4, Monroe.
Draven and Brody back in. Ty and Parker will take a rest. 30-second timeout. No, maybe just an official timeout to get another sub in here. Put his hand on his shoulders, but saying just timeout for me, I think. Now the officials are going to get together and chat about something briefly. It'll be Riverton basketball. Eli Lucas will throw it in when they tell him it's okay to. There's the whistle, and here we go. In backcourt, Blake Gattenbein, Brody Dale, Draven Monroe. Now with it, Monroe makes his defender slip, can't get the shot to go. Up high is Lucas, and he'll draw the foul. Good position by Eli Lucas, and free throws coming for the senior. Foul goes against Nate Miner.
Foul 23, Miner.
First time I've called Nate's name. Sophomore just checked in a moment ago. Eli's first free throw is a swish.
For the Bronx, 5, Spielman.
Garrett Spielman enters the lineup. Mentioned that Spielman name in Sheridan with Samantha Spielman, the girls basketball team's leading scorer last year and also a state golf champion. Second free throw too strong, and Haswell rebounds well. Bateson. Now Cale back in the lineup. Cale Hamrick. There's Hamrick down low, who is hand-checked by Eli Lucas. Eli's second personal. And the
Riverton foul 30, Lucas second.
It's the second team Riverton foul, I guess. Almost said third, but
Second team foul.
2 on the scoreboard, and they both belong to Eli Lucas. 2-point Bronc lead, 3:31 to play first quarter on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Thanks to Porter's Supply Company in Riverton, North Federal and Sunset, making our very short pregame show possible. They did get 2 of them here as boys and girls doubleheader on county10.com. Great customer service. It's pellet season for me, so Porter's always has the hookup on those North Idaho wood pellets. Foul is going to be tacked on to Beck Haswell. That's his first, team fourth. And if you missed the girls' game, we spent a lot of time talking about the new rules with the bonus. It's 5 fouls a quarter, and then it goes straight to double bonus. So no more 1-and-1s in high school basketball, as Brody Dale with the nice job with body control gets the off-balance shot to go, and we're tied at 8. Steal by Gattenbein. Blake off to the races, 1-on-1, swatted away. Good defensive effort by Connor Bateson, out of bounds. And it'll be Sheridan basketball. Connor did a great job racing from behind the play to interfere with the shot, knock it out of bounds, and somehow it goes back to Sheridan on the possession. Offensive foul and illegal screen on Nate Miner. Never got set. See those a lot in the first games of the season. Typically, coaches don't like to see those as the year goes on, but a lot of that is some anxiety and then just situational awareness as new season getting underway. Little things you got to remember, like plant your feet, don't move, which is easier said than done when you're about to cause a collision. Bateson, offensive foul again. Player control foul on Connor Bateson.
Foul 1. Bateson first.
So the Wolverines are in the bonus for the quarter. Still no free throws, obviously, on the player control foul. It is interesting, though. No more 1-and-1s. They did that for a couple of reasons. It does speed up the pace of play a little bit with 10 fouls in a half as opposed to 7. There's a tie-up. It'll go to Riverton. And then the number one reason is they said they found that in high school sports across America, there were a lot of injuries on 1-and-1 free throw opportunities, those rebounds. So eliminating from the game, and I think no matter what side of the free throw argument you're on, we all want to try to eliminate injuries, that's for sure. Hamrick's long three is no good, and a foul underneath is going to be tacked on to Ty Sheets. First for Ty, third team foul on Riverton. It'll be Bronc basketball out of bounds. Bateson underneath and to the left of his hoop. Riverton cheer squad in full effect down there on the baseline. Christmas pajama outfits, the ensemble today. Off glass, Garrett Spielman got it to go. Garrett's got 6, and it's a 2-point Sheridan advantage. Spielman has 3 field goals. Pass goes directly to Jeff Martini. Martini did not appear shaken by the loose ball. Bad joke number 1 of the game. I will try my best to not make any Martini jokes from here on out. Off glass 2 is good, but an offensive foul on Bateman. His second player control foul, the third offensive foul of the quarter on Sheridan.
Returning for Sheridan, 21, Hutton.
Tyler Hutton returns to the Bronc lineup. We'll see Draven Monroe back in for the Wolverines. Also, Eli Lucas with those 2 fouls coming in. Sheets races it into the front court. Does a good job controlling the dribble in between some defenders. Now Parker baseline is rejected in a big way by Spielman. Garrett had some anger to get out on that rejection, it looked like, based on the body language. Ty Gilbertson, a junior, in for the first time. 1:18 to play first quarter. And Brody Dale going to ask for a timeout.
Timeout, Riverton.
Still haven't got the official word if it's a full or a 30. Either way, we'll just keep it right here as we will take this opportunity to remind you that there is a whole lot more basketball coming up over the next 2 days, including 4 Riverton games to tune in for tomorrow here on County 10's YouTube channel. And we will work to get back on 105.1 Jack FM, and hopefully that works out tomorrow. But we've got Lady Wolverine basketball tomorrow at 10 a.m. And then the Riverton boys take on Rollins at 11:30. So it's a Rollins doubleheader at 10 and 11:30. And then at 4 and 5:30, we're back at it with Riverton taking on Cheyenne Central. And all of those games, County 10's YouTube channel. If I can invite you to subscribe to County 10's YouTube channel, it's the easiest way to get notifications that we are live. It'll always be absolutely free. The subscription button and notification bell, as our sports director Wyatt Barijka always likes to bring to your attention, are the best ways to get notified every time we go live with Wolverine basketball and other things across your Fremont County communities that County 10 are up to. Lob for Draven Monroe out of the timeout. Draven, spin around in the paint, hang in the air, got it to go, and he's fouled.
Sheridan foul.
Welcome to the point column, Draven Monroe.
15 foul.
Cannot get the free throw to drop, so we're tied at 10s. 65 seconds to play first quarter. Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard down in the bottom of your screen. This is my very first time trying to keep the scoreboard and do play-by-play, so there's a good chance that throughout the course of the game it's going to be wrong. I'm going to try really hard to not let that happen. Another offensive foul, this time away from the ball. Garrett Spielman charged with his second. So we've had a lot of first quarter fouls on the Bronx, but not a lot of free throws because a lot of them have been offensive. Parker Paxton will get some free throws this time as he's bumped by Truman DeGrange.
Sheridan foul, 24, DeGrange. His first. To the line for Riverton, 12, Paxton.
Parker Paxton hit a three-pointer to start the game, looking to give Riverton the lead at the line. There's that fantastic shot that Parker has. Future Colorado Buffalo, future golfer in Boulder. Knocked them both down. Riverton's got the lead back. 43 seconds left in the quarter. There's another errant buzzer that they won't stop play for. Hutton put it on the floor twice. Got Lucas all over him. Good defensive pressure. Spielman. Left-hand dribble off glass. They'll say on the floor, shot won't count. That was an impressive step by Garrett Spielman nonetheless. Draven Monroe records his first personal fourth team foul, so it's ball out of bounds here again to Sheridan. Truman. Hamrick down the lane, tough shot, blocking foul. Coach Sheets wanted another offensive foul, but Cale Hamrick will get the better of that one, and Eli Lucas has just picked up his third foul in the first quarter.
His third. Fifth team foul.
Cale Hamrick.
The line for Sheridan, 2, Hamrick. 2 shots.
First is good. Cale's got one more, and he'll try to tie this game up. Been tied 3 times already, if you don't count zeros. See if we can get to a fourth. Cannot tie it up, but Sheridan will keep it alive. And more free throws are coming this time for Garrett Spielman. Spielman with great offensive position.
His first.
They give that to Hauk, I think they did. Looks like it. They keep him on the scoreboard, but I've got a basket stanchion in my sight line. There's our fourth tie of the game as Garrett Spielman hits the first of 2. And he's got them both. 17 seconds to play in what has seemed like a lengthy first quarter. A lot of whistles. Sheets, excellent bounce pass underneath, lay it up and in. Hunter Hauk with the opportunity to three-point play. Give Ty Sheets a lot of credit too. Sheets on the drive with a fantastic dish off to Hauk. And we trade leads. If you're watching along on County 10's YouTube channel, drop us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you shout-outs throughout the game, or if you just want to interact about the game with us, tell me what I'm doing wrong. There's plenty of that. You can on the County 10 comment section. Here's Cale Hamrick racing in for 2. Long shot at the buzzer is not going to go anywhere. And at the end of an entertaining and lengthy first quarter, It's Sheridan on top of Riverton 15-14. We'll step aside for a 60-second timeout. Second quarter action right around the corner on the County 10 Sports Network.
See Allison at lunch today? I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna text Allison. Hey, hold up, Matt's calling me. Hey, we got the food and we're on our way right now. Hey, who's coming, bro? What did he tell?
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Back to the ball game. Here's the voice of Riverton Sports, Jared Anderson.
Second quarter is underway from night number one of the Riverton boys basketball season. Wolverines trail by a single point, traded leads 5 times, tied 4 times in the first quarter. A whole lot of fouls that now reset in the second quarter. I kind of like that as far as the new rule. 3 from the top is good for Truman DeGrange. Truman now with 7 points. And to insert another bad joke, it's the Truman Show to start the second quarter. Paxton through the lane, off balance, shot from the left side, will not find the net. There's Truman again, can't get it with Monroe, hand in his face, out of bounds, Riverton basketball. Pat Patterson and Dick Quayle, the assistants on the Wolverine bench. Head coaches for the freshman-sophomore combined team and the junior varsity team. Takes a big effort. We give head coaches a lot of credit as Paxton for 3 up top, knocks it down, but a lot of the work, of course, goes to the assistant coaches. Running 2 is not going to drop for Tanner Hamrick. But free throws are coming up for Tanner. That foul goes on Hunter Houck. That's his second, first of the quarter with 6:23 to play. And the sophomore Tanner Hamrick looking for his first points on the night.
2 shots.
Tanner's first free throw is no good, hard off the back of the rim. Malachi Smith into the lineup for the first time for Riverton, and Blake Gattenbein also returns. Free throw is good for Hamrick. And now Sheridan extends that lead 19-17. Parker Paxton floating 2 is good. Boy, that's pretty. High arcing floater in the lane. We're tied again. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. DeGrange bounce pass off of a Riverton foot. Reed. DeGrange. Monroe on him defensively. Now to Reed. Hamrick. Runner is good. Cale Hamrick with that big first step. Off balance, good body control. Cale Hamrick.
His second.
Second personal on Ty Sheets, and if the whistles keep blowing like they have here in the first 10 minutes and 14 seconds of the game, then by the time we get to the fourth quarter, there's going to be a few players in foul trouble. Hamrick converts the three-point play. And the Broncs are up by 3. Paxton trying to erase it. Too strong. DeGrange, another nice rebound. Good block out. Outlet to Reed. Wide open is Bateson. Had a moment to think about it. Can't get it, but it's tipped back to him. Falling to the floor and taken away by Aiden Kelly, who's just checked in. Scoop a pass to Gattenbein. Monroe the assist. Gattenbein the finish. Off glass. Got it. I think that was DeGrange. See if I have to correct myself in a little bit. Gattenbein 3 the other way is good. We're tied again. Blake Gattenbein with the last 5 points in the Wolverine effort. 24-24 with 4:38 to play in the first half. Hamrick in deep, put a good move on. Can't finish though, and Gattenbein will clear the rebound. Kelly. Right side to Gattenbein, snapping underneath to Smith. Malachi, reload to Blake. Skip pass for Paxton, he'll spot up, that's short. Rebounded out by Bateson. Hamrick down the lane, blocking foul as they'll say Malachi wasn't quite set. Or Monroe, I guess, wasn't quite set. That's on Draven.
Riverton foul 4. Monroe.
Draven's second, team foul number 3, and in the act of shooting was Cale Hamrick, so free throws on the way. Again, midway point of the second quarter, 4:01 left, 24-24 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Buckle up for Life Wyoming halftime show coming up in a few moments. Hamrick's first is good. Both are in there for Cale. Hamrick now with 8. Sheets. Bateson on him. Swinging around to Aiden Kelly. Double teamed in the corner. Does a good job finding a teammate. Hunter Houck now Sheets for a long 3 short. He'll get his own rebound though. Long shot, long rebound. Comes back out to Ty. Through the lane, lose the handle. Poked out of there and taken away by Spielman. Garrett, stop at the top. His eyes were on the rim for a second. Didn't shoot. Reed, 3, no good. Put back by Haswell, doesn't drop, but he will be fouled, and I think that Beck Haswell, the sophomore, will go to the line. Nope, they're going to say ball out of bounds. Haswell went to the free throw line like that's where he was going. Aiden Kelly's first. Dale returns to the lineup. Malachi Smith. Nope. I'll say Aiden Kelly instead will come out. Reed tried to dish it underneath. Malachi's there to gobble it up. And here come the Wolverines. Paxton, 3 on the way. Doesn't draw anything. Parker was feeling it from there. Just didn't have the shot on point that time. Rebound, foul down low. Going to go against Sheridan. As getting an explanation was Beck Haswell.
Sheridan foul, 20, Haswell. It's third.
2-point Bronc lead, 3:01 to play second quarter. Brody Dale will jog it up the floor. Sheridan goes back into that zone defense. Parker tried to put a move on, now looking for Hauk, and out of bounds after a nice save attempt by DeGrange. Sacrificed his body, but it's still going to be off of him. Hit the deck pretty hard there along the sidelines, so I'm glad to see him get up. Nate Miner will return. Draven Monroe will return. Right side, outside, Ty Sheets. Now to Paxton, who circles it back around up top. Draven Monroe try to use a spin move in the lane again. Falls over this time, loses the handle. Here's DeGrange off glass, got it. And Truman DeGrange is in double figures with 11. Sheets. 3 is short, then it hits the top of the backboard out of bounds. Still 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Interested to see, though, what the second half adjustments are going to be like from both of these teams. I have a feeling that Coach Bo Sheets isn't satisfied with the effort so far, as there's Hamrick. And 2 more for the Bronx. They've got their largest lead of the game now at 6. See Gattenbein check in next dead ball. Dale. Back up top to Ty. Ty between the legs dribble, and he'll hand off to Parker way up top. Brody. Right side perimeter as they stare into that Sheridan zone defense. Hauk now high post. Snap it out to Parker. Paxton, stop on the baseline, is fouled. I think it's Spielman that time or Hamrick. They get a Hamrick.
He's first.
That's Kale's first. Gattenbein will come in to replace Hunter Hauk, who gets a breather.
Second team foul.
Gattenbein, as soon as he gets in the game, turnaround release 2 is no good. Much quicker tempo to this quarter than the first quarter, as we're inside of a minute remaining in the second. Spielman. Floater is good. We've got a foul on Spielman. Offensive foul, Garrett Spielman.
Third foul, 5, Spielman.
Take away the buckets. Give the ball back to RHS.
For Sheridan, 21, Hutton.
Tyler Hutton back in for Sheridan. Sheets. Put it on the floor a couple of times. Now change directions. Slapped away from behind. Will stay with Riverton. I think it's going to be a fun season for Riverton basketball. Encourage anybody thinking about coming up to the gym the next couple of days to cheer these teams on, boys and girls. Parker Paxton going to go to the line to shoot twice. And is on Bateson. And Bateson, I believe, has 3 fouls. He does. Bateson, Spielman, and Lucas for Riverton all have 3 fouls. Parker cannot hit his free throws, which is very unlike Parker Paxton. DeGrange. Stop just outside of the paint and drain it. Pretty shot for Truman DeGrange. An 8-point Bronc lead. 10 seconds before halftime. Paxton. Monroe for 3. That's no good. Comes away to Bateson for the long heave. And Sheridan's largest lead of the ball game they will take into the locker room at the intermission. It's the Sheridan Broncs 32, Riverton Wolverines 24. Sheridan just kind of slowly but surely distanced themselves away from Riverton the last few minutes there of the second quarter. The Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show is on the way in just a minute, and we will run down first half scoring numbers. We will also try to get you an update on some other scores of interest going on from the Strannigan tournament and some other tournaments across Wyoming, and set up the second half of action in just a bit. You are watching the County 10 Sports Network on County 10's YouTube channel. Back with the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show right after this time.
Ready to explore Wyoming's stunning parks at Fremont Motors during the Open Road Sales Event. We're giving away a complimentary Wyoming State Parks pass with every vehicle sold, so you can get out and explore our beautiful state behind the wheel of a brand new vehicle. Plus, all Fremont vehicles come back by Fremont Care, so you'll be covered no matter what the open road has in store. Visit Fremont Chevrolet GMC in Riverton, or shop online anytime at FremontMotors.com and start your Wyoming adventure today.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
10 is your Fremont County news leader. We're everywhere, on the web, mobile, social, and on your radio dial, with all the news you need to feel connected. From sports to board meetings and community features, we work hard to bring you all the latest updates you care about. Visit us today at county10.com. County 10, community connected.
Make your home improvement projects a breeze with Sutherland's, your home improvement experts. Always the right products at the right price. For every project, every day. You can shop and pay online at Sutherlands.com, and we'll get it ready for easy in-store pickup. With the tools and the know-how, you can count on Sutherland's for any job. With over 30,000 items in stock, make your first stop at Sutherland's Home Improvement in Casper and Riverton.
Coverage of the Strannigan Classic continues now on 105.1 Jack FM and County10.com.
This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Thank you to the Wyoming Department of Transportation, reminding you to buckle up every single time you get into a vehicle, no matter how far or how short your trip in Wyoming is. Seatbelts save lives. It takes less than a second to click that seatbelt typically, and could save your life. So no excuses. Buckle up and save your life. Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Sheridan Broncs pulled away there in the second half, kind of slowly but steadily after a lot of ties through the first quarter and a half. And Sheridan on top now 32-24, their largest lead of the game so far. First half scoring numbers. Parker Paxton finished the first half with 10 points. I want to thank County 10 and, of course, Central Wyoming College instructor John Gabrielson, the former voice of the Wolverines that did games last year, brought me this stat that Parker Paxton started the year 84 points shy of 1,000 career points. So now with 10 more, Parker is at 74 points shy of that mark. So we'll keep an eye on his quest for 1,000 career points as the season goes on. Also, scoring numbers for Riverton, Blake Gattenbein had 5 points. He did that in back-to-back offensive series. Hit a bucket and then hit a three-pointer the next trip down. Draven Monroe and Brody Dale both have 2. 4 points for Hunter Hauk. And Eli Lucas has a free throw. Truman DeGrange is the leading scorer in the game. DeGrange has 13 points, 10 points for Cale Hamrick, 8 points for Garrett Spielman, and 1 point for Tanner Hamrick for the Sheridan Bronx. So look at first half scoring numbers there. Again, I want to remind you that coming up on Friday, we're going to be right back here at Wolverine Gym. Just a few hours, Jason. We'll be right back here at Wolverine Gym tomorrow morning for a 10 a.m. start. We'll go on the air with the Porter's Tailgate Show about 9:45 or so here on County 10's YouTube channel and 105.1 Jack FM. But Riverton's got a doubleheader tomorrow against Rollins, girls at 10, boys at 11:30. And then tomorrow afternoon, Riverton takes on Cheyenne Central in varsity action at 4 and 5:30. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention all the sub-varsity games. You've got a couple of JV games in between those tomorrow with the girls JV at 1 o'clock against Central and boys JV at 2:30 here at Wolverine Gym. Basketball action starts with sophomore games on Saturday at 9 a.m. here at RHS as Riverton takes on Cheyenne East. Varsity action and our broadcasts will be at 3 and 4:30 as Riverton gets a look at a couple of the top teams in both boys and girls basketball in Central and East, and a Rollins team on both boys and girls sides that has a lot to prove. They've got some great athletes, not a lot of high expectations going into the season, but Rollins boys basketball had a great run for a state championship 2 years ago, and they're hungry to get back to a place where they're contending for a championship. Of course, a lot of venues around Fremont County are hosting Strannigan Invitational Basketball here over the next 3 days, and we welcome a lot of different teams to town. Central Wyoming College, Riverton Middle School hosting games, and then Lander's Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse, the auxiliary gym, and I believe Lander Middle School is also hosting games. We've got Shoshone in some action representing Fremont County on the varsity side. Lander is playing as a 3A representative, as is Pinedale and Powell. Star Valley, Riverton, and of course I mentioned both Cheyenne teams are here. Jackson, if I didn't mention them, I think I did, but just fun to be able to host something like this, and it takes an entire community of people coming together to put events like this on and show off Fremont County a little bit. You get people from all over the state that embark on Riverton and Lander for their first tournament of the year. Everybody's excited for the start of basketball season, so a good chance to show off our community over the next 3 days, and we thank the staff members here in Riverton at not only RHS but RMS and CWC for hosting these events, putting up with broadcasters, putting up with all of the logistics that go on. Had a great setup situation with the Riverton High School custodial crew earlier this morning, and specifically want to shout out again Zach, the custodian at Riverton High School, that helped me out immensely with some internet connectivity issues. So appreciate that, Zach, and thanks to the RHS staff for hosting this event. This has been the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Thanks to YDOT, and they remind you to buckle up every time you get into a vehicle. Even if you're driving across town, it could save your life, so always wear that seatbelt. Second half action coming up in just a few moments as Sheridan on top of Riverton 32-24. We'll see what the second half adjustments are like. Back to action in a quick minute on the County 10 Sports Network. Welcome you back, we hope, to Wolverine Gym. Apologize for the technical difficulties. Brief internet outage on our end, looks like was the culprit there. In the meantime, Riverton has continued to build on their lead, 38-32 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Got to catch you up with a couple of points I missed, but I do know that Parker Paxton had another bucket. Eli Lucas had a three-pointer for the Wolverines as they now lead 38-32. Straightaway three is not going to drop for Nate Miner. Push foul underneath is going to go on number 4, Breck Reed. His first ball out of bounds back to the Wolverines.
Sheridan foul 4, Reed. His first.
Thanks for hanging with us. Hopefully you've found your way back. 2:26 to play, third quarter. Riverton trailed by 8 at the half. They lead by 6. Brody Dale. Left side, outside, Parker Paxton. Paxton hangs in the air for 2. Got it. Parker's got 20. Knocked away from Draven Monroe. Will stay Sheridan basketball. Coach Sheets applauds the effort there. Timeout asked for by Sheridan head coach Jeff Martini. It'll be actually by both Sheets. Riverton took the timeout. Just a 30. We'll keep it right here again. Apologize for the technical difficulties. Back on just fine now, though, after a brief internet outage. Parker Paxton, I mentioned, had the bucket there while we were off. He also had a free throw while we were off, and Eli Lucas hit a three-pointer. Lucas now with 4 points in the game. Parker leads all scorers with 20. Leading scorer for Sheridan is Truman DeGrange with 13. And thus far in the third quarter, with 1:56 remaining, Sheridan is yet to score in the half. Led 32-24 at the intermission, and Riverton has put together a 16-0 third quarter. Ty Gilbertson has returned to the Sheridan lineup. He has the basketball now. We'll give it to Hamrick. Hamrick with Sheets on him defensively. Hamrick through the lane. Now dish out to Breck Reed. Spielman try to put a move on Monroe, but can't shake Monroe off. 90 seconds to play in the quarter. Good pump fake, lay it up and in. Breck Reed. Reed's first bucket of the game. And that's the first Sheridan points of the quarter. Parker Paxton. Gilbertson on him. Now Dale, the right side runner is good. Brody Dale's got 4. DeGrange right side outside to Reed. Breck bumped by Brody Dale. Dale shrugged his shoulders, then gave a smile like, not a lot I can do right there, but Brody knew he committed the foul. Gives a smile as he checks out too, as so does Hunter Houck. The only player on the Riverton roster we haven't seen varsity action is Ryan Cox, but we did see Ryan play quite a bit in the JV game ahead of this. First free throw attempt by Breck Reed is no good.
Substitutions for Sheridan, 21, for Riverton, 11, Kelly.
Appreciate everybody hopping back on County 10's YouTube channel. Again, apologize for our technical difficulties. Second free throw, no good, too strong, and up high for the board is Gilbertson. Gilbertson will reload. Monroe staring him down. Good pass underneath to Hamrick, who cannot get it to roll in. And a push foul on Riverton will send Cale Hamrick to the line.
Riverton foul, 2, Sheets.
Ty Sheets now has 3 fouls. First of 2 for Cale is good. Hamrick now has 13.
34, Riverton, 5. Dale.
Make it 14 for Cale. a 42-36 Riverton advantage. Parker is slapped and fouled. Cale Hamrick picks up his second. Ball out of bounds.
Sheridan foul for Reed.
To RHS.
Fourth team foul.
That is the fourth team foul, so if there's a foul in the next 35 seconds, Riverton will shoot. Paxton. Dale for three. That's no good. Looked kind of awkward coming off of the hand, and DeGrange scoop it away. DeGrange up ahead to Gilberton. Ty tried to feed the paint, but Draven Monroe with that long wingspan will take it away. Draven on the run, 10 seconds in the quarter. If Riverton can add to their lead before the break. Malachi in the corner, good for a three. Malachi Smith knocks it down.
3 points.
Well, in the third quarter, with Riverton fans on their feet, Malachi Smith's three-pointer gives Riverton their largest lead of the game at 9. Come on back for the fourth quarter with us. Should be fun. We're back in a minute on the County 10 Sports Network.
Looking for an upgrade to your vehicle? Wyoming 4x4 is the place to go for all your upgrade needs. From lift kits to bumpers, grill guards to bed liners, we've got everything you need to take your ride to the next level. We use top brands for our bumpers like Fab 4s, Ranch Hand, and Road and more. So get your vehicle ready and stop at Wyoming 4x4 or give Dan a call at 307-857-3175.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion into Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach programs. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
Read all about the Fremont County Sports Weekend at county10.com.
8 minutes on the clock. Fourth quarter is set to begin here from Wolverine Gymnasium. Jared Anderson with you here. Jason Peterson is our fantastic camera operator. We'll get some thoughts from Jason as the season goes on the microphone, but appreciate Jason for hanging out with us. Appreciate you being here, watching along on the stream as well. It's Bronx basketball to start the fourth quarter. And not for long as Brody Dale tips it away, takes it away. Good aggressive defense by Brody. Here's Sheets in the corner, baseline, some contact, loose ball. Paxton three, no. Monroe in there for another rebound. Turnaround two is good. Pretty shot, pretty rebound. Draven Monroe. First time in the game for either side. We've had a double-digit lead. Riverton up by 11. DeGrange on the dribble drive is grabbed and fouled on the floor. I think it's Monroe who got him. And it is. We'll see Blake Gettenbein return to the Wolverine lineup. We'll see three Bronx check back in. Spielman, Bateson, and Haswell return. And Sheridan went 13-8 last year. Riverton went 21-6 last year. Three from Spielman off the inbound is good. Garrett Spielman with a big three-pointer. Played nearly a minute of the fourth quarter. Paxton stop left side block. Good body control to not draw the offensive foul, and Paxton's got it for two. In deep turnaround was Haswell, but can't quite get it to finish. And Riverton will reload. Three, Sheets, no, didn't draw anything. Squirts away to Spielman. Here comes Garrett. And back to Bateson, and Connor will set up the Sheridan offense. Spielman has Gettenbein on him defensively. Stop right side elbow. Now to Bateson. Bateson trying to do some work down low with the pivot. Brody Dale, aggressive defense. Bateson again, lose the handle, but he's fouled first.
Riverton foul, 2, Sheets. His fourth.
That is Ty Sheets' fourth foul, so first player of the game with 4 fouls, Ty Sheets. And I mentioned it in the first half that I think in the fourth quarter we might get a few of these kids in foul trouble. There's the aforementioned Ryan Cox. Checking in number 50. Ryan was a valuable weapon on the Riverton football program, and he gets a rebound right there. Knocked out of bounds off of Bateson. It's fun to see on the Riverton sideline every once in a while. Derek DeVries up standing and cheering. Riverton quarterback was one of the leading scorers last year and suffered that ankle injury in practice. Would be amazing to see him return later this season if that's possible, but I've heard that's a pretty serious injury. Paxton lines up a 3, no good. Got lights flickering in the building. Don't know if that altered the shot or not. Bateson. Now Hamrick has Gettenbein on him. Uses screen. Gettenbein recovers nicely, and an offensive foul. Parker Paxton under there takes the charge. Second foul on Hamrick. 5.5 to play. Fourth quarter action. Riverton up by 10. Parker tried to hook a pass underneath. A lot of traffic in there, but on the baseline. Oh, I thought the Sheridan player was out of bounds. They're going to call a Riverton foul on Ryan Cox.
50, Cox. His first.
I believe we have Garrett Jackson into the game for Riverton, unless somebody just got a new jersey. Scoop of 2 up and in for the Bronx. And Coach Sheets wants a timeout. I'm going to try to get to the bottom of the newcomer in the ball game. Full timeout asked for as we keep it right here. There's a number 3 in the Riverton lineup, and I didn't have it as part of my 12-man roster. There are 2 underclassmen number 3s. And my backup roster also telling me I think that's Garrett Jackson. So we'll assume for now that's who it is, and my apologies to Garrett, and if that's not Garrett, whomever's family may be in the audience. If you know who may have just checked in as number 3, you can always drop that in the comments at County 10's YouTube channel. We would love to interact with you there. Wolverines on top, 49-41. They trailed by 8 at half. And they're trying to hang on here with 4:57 to play in regulation. Jackson, the number 3 that I'm so confused by, came in and out for about maybe 8 seconds of game time and is back off the floor. Gets a nice pat on the back from Derek DeVries for a job well done. Parker up top with it. Now Sheets back on the floor with those 4 fouls. And foul given to Beck Haswell. That is Beck's 5th foul, so the first player to foul out of the ball game with 4:39 remaining is Beck Haswell. Beck exits with no points on the evening, but definitely called his name a few times. Rebounds and defensive pressure. Hauk corrals it in after it was swatted for a moment. Now ball on the floor. We've got a skirmish for it. It's finally picked up by Truman. Truman turnaround too good. Truman DeGrange now has 13, and Sheridan starting to chip back into this with a couple of buckets. They trail by just 6, 49-43. 30-second timeout. I want to thank Wyoming Catholic College for making this broadcast possible. Wyoming Catholic College lets us recognize our Student of the Week, and if you didn't see it at county10.com, the Student of the Week was Parker Paxton. Parker with 22 points in the ball game you're watching now, and of course, the 4-time state golf champion also excels in the classroom, was homecoming king, and he will attend Colorado University. Our congratulations to Parker Paxton, your Wyoming Catholic College Student of the Week from Riverton High School. Keep an eye on those Students of the Week from all different Fremont County area schools, not just in Riverton at RHS. We've also got Riverton Middle School and the elementaries represented. St. Margaret's, too, is in there with a Student of the Week. All over Riverton, as we like to support the youngsters of the community. Full court press, wreaking some havoc is Hauk. Will ask for a timeout. Another 30-second timeout that Coach Sheets has gone through back-to-back. Gives us one more chance to thank a few other folks who make this broadcast possible, like Myers Gambles on Main Street in Lander. Excited to cheer on our student athletes. Gambles has winning deals and delivery is free within 30 miles of the store. That includes right here in Riverton, free delivery, turnaround, shop in town at Myers Gambles. And thanks to Perfect Power Electric and Lander supporting our athletes on and off the field. Give Perfect Power a call for your electrical needs today. Strannigan Classic. Action set to resume here as Parker Paxton has it in backcourt. Now Draven Monroe and Paxton will play catch. See if Riverton's worked on the press breaker a little bit. That's much better as Monroe holds it. Now left side to Sheets. Riverton getting hounded everywhere, and Tanner Hamrick soars across the floor and slides on by. He will commit the foul. First on Hamrick, third team foul, and now it gets a little bit interesting seeing the new strategy with the new free throw rule this year. When do you want to start committing the fouls? Still a lot of time here in just a 6-point game with 3:49 to play now, clock running. Does feel like Riverton's playing keep away right now. Sheets 3 is no good. Monroe muscle the rebound, and they're gonna call a foul on Draven. That is Draven's 4th. Draven and Ty Sheets on the floor with those 4 fouls. Monroe will check out, and Hauk will return. Or perhaps Brody Dale will return. I think Hauk was out there. .339 to play, 4th quarter action. And Jared Anderson here, Jason Peterson to my right at Wolverine Gym. Fun basketball game to start the year for both of these teams. Hutton to Spielman, straightaway 3 is no good. Sheridan bench wanted to erupt with that one, but they'll get a second chance at it, kept alive. Bateson is bumped and fouled by Brody Dale.
Riverton foul by Dale. His 3rd.
That's Brody's third and the fifth team foul, so free throws are coming up.
Fifth team foul. Turning for Riverton, 11, Kelly to the line for Sheridan.
Aiden Kelly returns to the Riverton lineup.
Bateson, 2 shots.
Connor Bateson will go to the charity stripe. And a timeout on the floor. There may be some debris or some blood that we're cleaning up right in front of the score desk. Tim Bell out there, and it does look like there is some cleanup continuing on. 3:20 to play, fourth quarter. Riverton trailed this game by 8 at halftime. Have led by as much as 11. Tim Bell with the custodial duties there, and we're back to free throws. Bateson. 2 shots. First will rattle around and drop. Connor can make this a 4-point game. And he does as we get a little bit more snug here on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. 3:20 to play. Full court press again being established by Sheridan. So if Riverton can avoid the 10 count here, Sheets does get it over just in time. Lucas, left side baseline, dribble drive shot off. Now Sheets at the top, poked away, bodies on the floor, tie up, possession arrow will keep it. Riverton basketball with 3 minutes remaining in the game now. Should say regulation in a game like this. I thought we were going to get JV overtime in the boys game before. Sheridan came away with a 2-point lead, had almost a bucket at the end that would have won it, or would have tied it, I should say. Knocked out of bounds, and the official going to call a foul. They are. That's on DeGrange.
Sheridan foul, 24, DeGrange.
Truman's got 3 personals now. That's the 4th team foul, so both teams from here on out will be shooting the double bonus. Kelly, skip a pass to Lucas. Thought about squaring out, but we'll pull it back down. Hauk, now back to Lucas in the corner. That's no good. Hauk will keep it alive, shovel it to Lucas, lay it up and in. Eli Lucas with the finish. Hunter Hauk with the assist. 3 is not going to find anything for Hamrick and the Riverton students, so let him hear about it.
Sheridan foul, 24, DeGrange. His
4th foul on DeGrange.
5th team foul.
That is the 5th team foul, so we walk to the other end and shoot the double bonus. As a longtime basketball fan, that's just going to be weird for me to say for a while.
Shooting 2.
Parker Paxton has 22 points on the night. And you can make it 23.
Substitutions for Sheridan, 1, Bateson, 5, Spielman. For Riverton, 0 and 5, 50, Cox.
Free throws always so big down the stretch. Parker eyes it and fires it. He's got it. Eight-point Wolverine advantage. That clock at 2:25 time remaining. I'll keep you apprised of that. Foul on Parker as he's knocked to the floor.
Riverton foul.
Nope, that's on Ryan Cox. Beg your pardon. I saw the end of it, and I saw Parker hit the deck, so I just assumed that was on Parker. But Ryan Cox picks up his second personal, and Cale Hamrick will step to the line to shoot twice. First is good.
Returning for the Wolverines, 2 Sheets, 5 Dale.
Sheets, Lucas, and Dale return. Gettenbein, Cox, and Kelly check out for Riverton. Free throw, too strong. Great block out of the shooter, Brody Dale. Little things like that add up to big moments late in games, and Connor Bateson commits his 4th foul, and Parker Paxton will head back to the free throw line.
Sheridan foul 1. Bateson is 4th.
A lot of players on the floor with 2:10 remaining have 4 fouls. I've seen Beck Haswell foul out of the game. Cox and Gettenbein stand at the check-in table. Paxton can't hit the free throw. If there's one blemish on Parker's night, it's been a few missed free throws, but lots of opportunity to practice as the season goes on too, and that's a very good shooter there. So free throw number 2 is also no good though. Spielman with the rebound, almost a walk by Minor, gives it back to Spielman, can't get it to go. Long rebound, out of bounds, should be Riverton ball, and it is. Situational substitutions checking in and out here. Sheets and Lucas come back on for the defenders, Gettenbein and Cox. Paxton with 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. And a traveling violation on Sheets. He got trapped by DeGrange and Spielman. And they'll force Ty Sheets to take a couple of steps. Seven-point Wolverine advantage, 1:54 remaining. DeGrange crossover dribble, try to free up a little bit of space on Parker Paxton. Spielman put it on the floor twice. Now to Cale, scoop up a shot. Hamrick's got it.
Timeout.
And a quick timeout asked for by Coach Martini. It is a full timeout, so let's catch a quick break with him, catch your breath. 1:36 remaining. Wolverines by 5. Don't go anywhere. It's the County 10 Sports Network.
Why do we enforce seatbelt laws? Because in real life, you don't get a second chance.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Coverage of the Strannigan Classic continues now on 105.1 Jack FM and County10.com.
1:36 remaining. Riverton has a 5-point advantage, 53-48 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Ty Sheets will race it into the front court, does a nice job tiptoeing the baseline. Coach Martini wanted him to be out of bounds. Referee says not quite. Parker Paxton as Hamrick all over him defensively. Now Lucas is fouled, and I think Sheridan just hoping that Parker had to give it up at some point, dish it off to Lucas, and they'll send somebody else to the line. That's that Bateson?
His third. To the line for Riverton, 30.
Can't be on number 2 then if it's his third, I don't think, but could be wrong. Free throw is no good. Eli Lucas will get one more crack at it. Trying to make it a maximum 2-possession game. 1 minute, 12 seconds remaining. Regulation. Lucas can't hit either of them, so it pays off for Sheridan. Now we see what they do with it. Is DeGrange races it down the lane. DeGrange 3 in the corner. That's no good. Long rebound comes back out to Lucas. Saved nicely by Gattenbein. Ahead to Paxton. Lay it up and in. Paxton with the finish. Gattenbein got it to him, and we're at 50 seconds remaining. Foul on Lucas is his 4th.
Riverton foul, 30. Lucas, his 5th.
No, that's his 5th. So Eli Lucas will check out. 6 points on the evening from Eli.
Substitutions for Sheridan. 3 Hamrick, 4 Reed.
Tanner Hamrick and Breck Reed back into the Riverton lineup, or the Sheridan lineup. DeGrange. Shooting 2. First is good. One more for Truman, and he makes it a 5-point game, 55-50 with 49 seconds remaining. Paxton try to kill some time. Hauk, Sheets, got to get across the line. They can't. It's taken away. Tanner can't hit the layup. Put back by DeGrange is no good. A third chance. Hauk rejects it, but a foul as the official comes racing in with now 32 seconds left in the quarter. Riverton fans express their displeasure. The Boo Birds are out as Tanner Hamrick steps to the line. That was the 4th foul on Hunter Hauk. Swish on the first one for Tanner, and the sophomore back to the line. That's just his 2nd point on the night. 2 big free throws for a sophomore, and it's a 1-possession game, 55-52. Coach Sheets wants a timeout. We'll keep it right here. Leading scorer in the ball game is still Parker Paxton. Scoreboard has him with 1 more than I do, so I'm going to credit the scoreboard and say Parker has 26 points. Leading scorers so far for Sheridan are Cale Hamrick and Truman DeGrange. Both of them have 17. Well, this is exactly what you want on the first night of basketball, I think. A fun, exciting one. 2 good teams that have been competitive all the way through going at it. There's been runs both directions. Sheridan led by as much as 8. They had that at halftime. Riverton's led by as much as 11. And with under a minute remaining, game very much in question. 32.4 seconds officially on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Riverton up by 3, and the basketball, if we need the possession arrow, it favors Sheridan. Full court pressure, again in place. It's created a few turnovers so far. Here's Paxton, double teamed. He's grabbed and fouled quickly by Tanner Hamrick. So the game's leading scorer, senior leader, Parker Paxton, wide of the line. Again, he was 84 points shy of 1,000 career points coming into the season. And he makes it a 2-possession game with 30 seconds remaining. Everybody in a Riverton uniform is back behind the half-court stripe, ready to set up defensively. And Parker cans them both. DeGrange will hustle it up the floor. He's met by Paxton at the midcourt stripe. DeGrange right to the rim. Can't get his shot to go. Kept alive, put back up and in by Cale Hamrick. Turnover. Spielman in the paint. Gets it to go. 4-point run real quick by the Sheridan Bronx. And it's a 1-point game with 10.7 seconds remaining in regulation. Full timeout asked for by head coach Jeff Martini. Boy, that was a quick 4 points right there by the Sheridan Bronx. Garrett Spielman with the steal and quick bucket in the paint there. Spielman now with 13. And a fun one again. Fun last 10 seconds of this game. Glad you're along with us on county10.com. More basketball tomorrow. We start at 10 in the morning. Riverton and Rollins will have a doubleheader. Another opportunity for you to come watch the Lady Wolverines and Wolverines at 4 and 5:30 as they take on Cheyenne Central. And I know you want to win every single game, but I think as a coach in these early season tournaments where you want to win, but there's not necessarily a ton at stake as far as the end of the season result. I think you like these situational things. Being a tense game early on, you're working on some situational stuff. Sheridan will slap on the full court pressure again out of the timeout. 10.7 seconds on the clock. Riverton by 1, 57-56. It's Hauk to trigger it in. Gattenbein, Sheets, Dale, and Paxton also on the floor for the Wolverines. How can the officials share a laugh? Fun game to be a part of, and we've got a full season to go. They're going to add 0.4 of a second to the clock, so it goes from 10.7 to 11.1. Hauk triggers it into Paxton. Paxton gets by a man, ducking and weaving, is fouled by Spielman with 6 seconds left. Gets a handshake from the injured Derek DeVries, and his 4 teammates will go back behind the half-court line again. Spielman's 4th foul, just 6 seconds left, and even if Parker hits them both, it is still a 1-possession game. In and out. No good on the first attempt. Parker's got one more with 6 seconds to play. That one rolls over the front of the rim and drops. Coach Sheets this time asks for a timeout. 29 points on the night for Parker Paxton. And Coach Sheets going to work on his defensive game plan now. See what Riverton opts to do. They haven't had a lot of full court pressure. I would imagine there might be at least some moderate pressure all the way up the floor. Got to watch for guys like Cale Hamrick. Truman DeGrange has been a sharp outside shooter, and Garrett Spielman, too, is a bigger guy but has some range and can make things happen. It's a 2-point game, and there are 6 seconds on the clock. Sheridan basketball, they have to bring it the length of the floor. Nate Miner will be the one to bring it in. Coach Sheets is going to back his guys off to midcourt while they'll pick him up defensively, it looks like. Hamrick works it across the floor. Cale lose the handle. 3 at the buzzer will not drop for Hutton, and Riverton wins game 1 of the season, 58-56. Looked like the designed play was supposed to be for Cale Hamrick. Lost the handle on it. Tyler Hutton got a shot off clean that would have won the game, but did not drop. And Riverton escapes 58-56. Coming up, the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. When it's easy. Can I get that headset for Coach? We'll interview Coach Sheets right now. I don't have a lot of room, sorry. Yeah. Coach Bo Sheets joining us live on the air. I was telling you, I was trying to communicate via sign language. I'm not very good at it.
I can't read lips.
I was telling you to go be with your kids if you wanted to be an exciting win for you, Coach.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming up, and really fun to be part of this type of a game for your first time out. Do you like being in a game like this for night number one of basketball?
Yeah, it's hard on the heart a little bit, and as a fan, as a coach, as a player, you like to win the easy ones that you know you've got them, but going in 8 at halftime down and coming out, keeping them to 4 points in that third quarter was huge for us, and positioned us back in a spot that we could win the game. And obviously it was pretty ugly at times. We got to take care of the ball better. We got to rebound better. We got to do a lot of things a little better, but I liked our effort.
Sheridan had that stretch there late second quarter where they pulled away, made it an 8-point lead at halftime. Curious what the halftime speech adjustments were like, because he came out right away third quarter, took the lead, and it got interesting there, but really never looked back.
Oh, you know how it is. When players make shots and get stops, it makes you look good as a coach. So there really wasn't any adjustments other than, let's stick to what we do well. Go down there. Stick to what we do well, and then our basics will take over. So it wasn't anything mind-blowing or anything. We just made some shots, we got some stops, and it looked a lot better.
You don't have any time really to go back and work on things, but what do you need to improve on here for night number two?
Yeah, like I said, the turnovers were untimely, but we did make a run there to give us a lead. So we'll take it when we can have it. But tomorrow morning, Rollins is a very scrappy team. We know that they play extremely hard. They run some really good sets. They play good defense. So they're going to be a good opponent in the, it feels like in the morning, but it's tomorrow. I guess it is 11:30, so it's tomorrow morning. We'll get a shoot around in the morning, kind of get our that stiffness out hopefully a little bit, get some shots up, talk about what we need to do, and enjoy this one. It's good to beat Sheridan. That's a good team. They've got good players, so that's a good win for us.
Do you like this kind of a tournament to start the year where you get those 4 games in a row? Do you worry about fatigue, or do you like the opportunity to play a lot of your kids?
Oh, when you see the schedule come out, you're extremely excited. Then you get a couple kids hurt or dinged up, and then you start to wonder, do we really want 4 games? But we would take that. From the very beginning, it's good to have those games, and the other teams have 4 games too, so it's not like you're the only one playing 4. So we do like it, getting to see East and Central and Sheridan. I think those are 3 out of the top, for sure, 6 teams, and it definitely lets us know where we're at, especially without Derek. I was pleased with the boys kind of having to do some things, come in, play some roles that they're not used to, and come out with the win. It was pretty good, because like I said, close games help you. Whether you win them or lose them, it definitely kind of shows you what you're made of.
Got to ask you one question about Derek before I let you go. He goes down in practice. Obviously, a tough injury to have one of your senior leaders off the floor, but saw him on the bench cheering his guys on. It seems like he's still an emotional, vocal team leader.
He was, and up until today, we didn't know if we'd even have him at all during the season, because they were checking some ligament questions, and if there was ligament damage, he was going to have to have surgery. And I don't know if we'd have gotten him at all. So it was definitely good to get that great news. So I don't know if he'll be back next week. That would be a pretty quick turnaround, but for sure in a few weeks. And we're just so excited for him, because Derek's done things right. He's developed. He's a great player, but he's a good kid. And the seniors, you always want him to go kind of out on their terms and not because of an injury.
Awesome. Fantastic. Really fun game to be a part of here to start the season. And I'm going to let you go because I'm going to talk to you again in a few hours with Rollins tomorrow at 11:30. But Coach Bo Sheets, congratulations and thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, Jared. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. That's Coach Sheets. Coming up on the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show, we will also chat with our Tyler Watson State Farm Player of the Game. And I don't think I have to dig too deep to find our Player of the Game. With 29 points, leading scorer in the game, Parker Paxton is going to go down as our Tyler Watson State Farm Player of the Game. So we're going to chat with Parker in just a few moments here on the post-game show. Let's see if we can squeeze in one timeout. Again, a fun one tonight. Riverton escapes 1-0. They knock off Sheridan 58-56. We'll be joined by our Tyler Watson State Farm Player of the Game, Parker Paxton, in moments.
Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County one project at a time.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
Back here on the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Again, Riverton wins a thriller of 58-56. Start the year 1-0. Parker Paxton, our Tyler Watson State Farm Player of the Game tonight, joining us. Parker, first of all, congratulations. Feels good, I'm sure, to get out on the right side of the score column, even in a tense game like that.
Definitely, yeah, it feels good right now. Anytime you can come out 1-0 against a good Sheridan Bronx team, it feels great right now. It was pretty sloppy at times, and then we showed times of really good basketball. And so, maybe some first game jitters, but I liked what I saw overall.
You knew this season, I guess last season too, you were one of the leaders, but that senior leadership role for you, how comfortable with that are you? You kind of know that's your position on this team, is one of the leaders. Are you good in that leadership role?
Definitely, I think so. And the guys make it easy. We have a very old team this year. When Derek comes back, we'll have 7 seniors. And so we have a lot of leadership on this team. It's not just me. And so that makes the job as a leader very easy.
This is a really difficult question because it's the first game of the season, but what's the ceiling for this team? Can this team go compete for a state title?
I absolutely think so. I think the sky's the limit. Doing this without our all-state returning guard, once we get him back, it'll be another guy that can put the ball in the hoop and that can clamp up on defense. And I think that we're just going to continue to get better throughout the year. Like you said, it's the first game of the year. We have a long ways to go. We need to bust our butts in practice and peak at the right time at the end of the year, but we're taking it one game at a time right now.
You like having these 4 games in 3 days? Does fatigue start to play a factor at all here with the new season, or do you like all these reps?
I love all these reps. We've been getting after it in practice, so I think we're going to be well prepared. Coach Sheets did a good job of having us taper off a little bit these last couple days to save our legs for when we'll need them, today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Tomorrow's going to be the day that's going to be brutal with a game in the morning and a game in the afternoon, but we'll be ready for it.
Awesome. All right, so I'm going to let you go because I know you've got another interview, so watch for that on YO Preps. Our friend Frank Gambino is going to interview you next. But Parker, congratulations. I'm sure we'll chat a bunch this season.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Parker Paxton, our Tyler Watson State Farm player of the game here on the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show, finishes the evening with 29 points to lead the way for the Wolverines. With that, we are going to say goodnight here from Wolverine Gymnasium. We appreciate you being part of the broadcast and listening in. Thanks to everybody for interacting on our YouTube channel as well. We continue to fight through a few technical things. Hopefully we're back on the radio and ready to go for the rest of the Strannigan tournament. But fun way to conclude the season. Lady Wolverines fall to Sheridan in the first of our two broadcasts tonight, and the Wolverine boys knock off Sheridan at 58-56 here from Wolverine Gym. Again, real quick, want to remind you that we've got the quadruple header of games tomorrow. You've got Lady Wolverine basketball up first tomorrow. Our Porter's Tailgate show will be on the air and on video starting about 9:45 in the morning, 10 o'clock tip-off for Riverton and Rollins girls, about 11:30 for the boys matchup, and then the part two of the doubleheader for each respective team starts at about 4 o'clock tomorrow from Riverton's Wolverine Gym against Cheyenne Central. So 4 for the girls, 5:30 for the boys. I want to thank Jason Peterson, our camera operator, all night long, and we at least get out of here at a decent hour because we'll be back in just a few hours and have a lot more basketball tomorrow. For Jason Peterson, I'm Jared Anderson. For the entire County 10 crew, once again, the final score, Riverton 58, Sheridan 56. Thanks for being part of the broadcast, and we will see you tomorrow morning for even more basketball right here on the County 10 Sports Network.